Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another exciting edition of Saturday Night Speedway. Now, before we get started, we have a little something called COVID-19 still going around, so we have implemented new policies and procedures to make sure that your safety is a priority in the arena. So if you're in the arena at this time, I need you to direct your attention to the monitors now.
Hello, and welcome into the HyperX Esports arena. Thank you so much for joining us here today. We understand that you're excited to get ready for your game, but first, there are a few rules we have to go over regarding COVID-19. First, we ask that you please wear a mask at all times. It's okay to pull it down to eat or drink, but other than that, we ask that you make sure you wear your mask properly throughout your stay at the venue. If there is not enough space at the bar, please wait behind the orange line and someone will come out to assist you with your food or drink order. We ask that you please maintain 6 feet of space between you and those around you for social distancing, and especially do not congregate on stage after rounds conclude. If you arrived here in a group, you can of course stay with that group. If you came together, you can play together. We understand that these rules can be tedious, but we thank you for your patience and understanding. We're all trying to do our part in the effort to return to normal as soon as possible. In the meantime, we hope you enjoy your time here at the HyperX Esports Arena, and thank you for your support.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another exciting edition of Saturday Night Speedway, brought to you by the one and only Findlay Volkswagen down at the Valley Auto Mall. For all your car shopping needs, look no further than Findlay Volkswagen. And there's somebody new in the seat today.
What is up, everybody? I am back, and it is great to be back. Nor, how are you doing today?
Buddy, I'm excited. This is going to be a fun one. I feel like this could easily go off the rails, and I am ready for it.
It's Saturday Night Speedway, the most electric night in gaming. Of course it's going to go off the rails. That's the whole point. It is racing season, my man. We had Daytona last weekend, and now we're here for SNS 91. It is going to be great.
Daytona.
It's going to be a blast. And we are here in the frozen tundra of the HyperX Esports Arena.
Dude, if I take this mask off, you will see icicles. Unfortunately, I will spare you that. But yeah, Daytona does not hold a candle to Saturday Night Speedway, ladies and gentlemen. We're about to get this thing started. You know what? We've talked enough, haven't we?
I think so. It is time to go.
I know everybody's ready. I know everybody's getting going on. We got qualifier at number 1. We got the names listed. We're going to talk about that in a second. But you know what? Let's get to the action. Let's get to racing. Ladies and gentlemen, this is time for Saturday Night Speedway.
Are you ready to get this started?
Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for Saturday Night Speedway. This is qualifier number 1. Tonight we're going to have 3 qualifiers. We're going to get this thing started at Bowser's Castle. Now, let's take a look at the roster and see who is on today. looks like we got Jester, someone that I'm not sure that we know that much about. We also have Batter Cookie, the young gun, who's been always representing his family, always on top. Young the Wizard making their return. Do we know anything about Ryan CP3?
Not really, I don't think.
I don't think we know either. We got Ultimate. We got Riding My Pidgey. We got Jinx, Immortal Man, Bruh, Jadata, Disney KP, and last but certainly not least, Airboom 54. A couple of the usual suspects. Let's get into it.
And now those are some of the racers that we definitely know a lot more about. Some familiar faces back here and fighting it out tonight in what really is a wide open field. I am thrilled, and I think tonight might just be a night where we get a brand new winner.
We might actually get a brand new winner. Now we do notice that a few names are missing. There is another tournament going on tonight. I believe it's the Mario Kart Central, I believe. That's where a lot of the guys are. However, that leaves it wide open. You said it right. Tonight is the night anybody can take home their first SNS, or will we see another repeat offender? As you see, Ride My Pidgey taking some heat.
Yeah, Pidgey there. Of course, we know that finally he has gotten over that hump. He's won a couple now, and once you've won that first one, it kind of makes it easier. You've been there before. You are a champ. Can he do that again tonight and get back into that winner's circle? It's been a couple weeks for him now.
As we jump into the third and final lap, you got Ultimate on screen right now. Currently itemless. Goes right into the laser, but that's all right. Fires off that mushroom, gets his momentum back. Currently in 5th place. Chasing down behind him, though, is Bruh.
Bruh. Of course, brother of... I was expecting you to help pick that one up there, but brother of Jadex not racing tonight, but still, we know that this guy is capable of taking it all on any given day. And here we have Young the Wizard rocking the Angry Birds cap tonight.
Check out the headgear. And you know what? I'm not sure if he's an Angry Birds fan or he's just cold, because the arena is a frozen tundra. We got to think of a new name. As you see, Airboom right now, bam, crossing first place. The first race, ladies and gentlemen, Airboom is here. He is excited. He is in hands distance, so I got to be careful.
And that was the thing. I, for a second, thought, oh, did we suddenly get audio from the pods? No, he's just right there.
No,
so we heard
right
that scream loud and clear. He is pumped. And dare I say it, with only 3 qualifiers, again, Nor, wide open. Tonight could be the night for a guy like Airboom to make that final push and get to the winner's circle.
Absolutely right. You're right. We only do have 3 qualifiers tonight. However, the talent is still immense. The competition is still here. So whoever takes it home, it's still going to be something to talk about. But like you said tonight, it is wide open. We might see a new champion tonight. The randomizer is up and moving. We're about to see where we are headed next as well.
And we will see that in just a moment. And we're going to Cheap Cheap Beach, so a little tropical vacation for us from our icy fortress.
We gotta, is that what we call it? The ice fortress? The ice castle?
I like it.
The Thunderdome? We gotta think of a name for this place.
Thunderdome's not really icy. Fortress of Solitude is going to get us in trouble with DC Comics.
We got the ice arena? We gotta think about something.
We'll workshop it.
The vortex.
We'll work on it.
Vortex. All right, let's get it started, ladies and gentlemen. To Cheap Cheap Beach we go. Qualifier number 1, race number 2.
And Cheap Cheap Beach here, of course, not really a notorious bagging track, and you're seeing someone lagging there behind the pack, but everybody else taking off here. And we're following Ryan CP3 right now in 10th, rocking the Baby Peach.
And jump over to Immortal Man right now, currently in 4th place. Fires off that mushroom in that usual Waluigi loadout that he does rock. As you can see, it's a very, very common character. As you see, the 2 in front of him are also Waluigis, a very popular character when it comes to racing.
Waluigi gets absolutely no justice in Smash Brothers, but here in Mario Kart, well represented as one of the top guys in the meta.
And just like that, everybody is saying, did he just say Mario? And that's what we're going to deal with from now on, ladies and gentlemen. There's Mario and there's Mario. Where are you from, Tom?
Get over it. I'm from New York. We say Mario.
Yeah.
That's how it goes.
No, we will never get over it. As you see, Disney KP right now moving on. Oh, barely dodges that shell. Moving on to 7th place. Fires off that double mushroom. Gets that double item box. Triple mushroom, triple red. If she knows how to use it, she can make some moves right now.
That triple red going to come really in handy if she can just squeeze up to that top 3 spot in the pack. might be able to do a lot of damage here, but only on lap 2 or 3. Plenty of race still to go. And Pidgey trying to reel in the leader right now, sitting in second place, has the double mushroom left, as well as a red shell. Going to forego that item box, but when you've got a loadout like that, you just don't need it right now. He is sitting pretty here. Going to have to use that red shell for defense, though, and he's going to have to replenish that up at this next box. And we got a blue shell coming in right now. Are they going to be able to dodge it? It looks like Pidgey's up in first. No, it's going to hit Jinx instead, clearing the way for Pidgey to take first place here, heading into the final hairpin turn.
As Pidgey comes around that corner, has that plantain protection. He's got to be careful. Already got to use it. Has to use that red shell in the back. He can see the finish line, picking up where he left off. Pidgey, ladies and gentlemen, getting a first place victory. And what do we got here? Little Sports Joey for finals. I like it.
Sports Joey love coming out right here.
Hashtag Sports Joey for finals. You're probably wondering what Tom is doing with that mask. Now, last time we saw Tom, he had quite a few masks on his face. Was there a reason for that?
Well, originally it started because the first mask would just not fit on my nose, so we had to put a second one on, and then it just kind of snowballed from there.
That's absolutely true. That is absolutely correct. However, tonight we say, you know what? For every blue shell that actually makes contact with whoever's in first place, Tom's going to add a mask to that beautiful face of his. Hopefully, we won't be able to see the face at all at the end of the night. Let's get this thing
Just
going.
like my mama said, I got a face for radio.
You do have a beautiful face for radio, AM radio. As we got the randomizer, it's up, it's moving. We are headed to the cleanest airport in the land. We're headed to Sunshine Airport.
A tropical theme so far tonight in Qualifier 1.
It is so cold in here. It is so cold in here, but
we had to dress for the occasion. I've got the Under Armours on. We had to get the jackets out, but we are ready to go because, you know, they have to keep it cold because the competition heats up that much.
I see what you did there. I see what you did there. As we go into race number 3 of 4, there is Jinxie on screen right now, hanging out in the front of the pack. Now, Ride My Pidgey last week, a very, very impressive performance. He wasn't able to take the entire thing home, but he had quite a few first place wins. We'll see if, I mean, he's been racing really, really well. Very narrow margin that he's been losing the entire thing by. So tonight could be that night. Do you have any early predictions of who's taking this thing home?
Early predictions is going to be tough. Like we said, a lot of the resident winners not here tonight. I think that it's going to be someone new, and I'm sticking by that. I think this is the time for someone to shine.
I mean, Sports Joey for finals. We got that hashtag moving, so maybe Sports Joey can get up there. I think Pidgey might be his night. I mean, he's looking real sharp right now. I'm going to say it right now. Ride My Pidgey is taking home his 3rd championship tonight.
All right. If you're saying that, I'm going to say give me the field. I'm taking the non-listed racers here.
Right. Okay, so my odds are a little bit hard. Okay.
No. Non-listed.
All right.
Non-listed.
All right. Fair enough.
For those that aren't really Vegas accustomed here, typically in a sporting event, if you're going to put odds out on a bunch of different racers, there'll be just a group that doesn't have odds on because they're the so long shots that they just get put into the field. So guys like Pidgey, Jadeda, they're going to have a number on them, whereas the field is just going to be the rest who don't have numbers. Give me those guys. I'm taking the true underdogs here tonight.
And that's not saying that their skill level is lower. It's also, we just might not know anything about them. They might not come as frequently. So if that's the situation, as you see Young the Wizard right there jumping on it with that triple green shell, but you will take the no-name field. I will take Riding My Pidgey. We will see who takes this thing down as Young the Wizard right now, currently in 5th, and jumping over to Immortal Man.
Oh, here we go. This is another player to really watch out for. Last week, taking 2nd place overall on the whole night. He's a guy who could absolutely pop off and climb that one step higher tonight and get his first. But he's going to have to go through guys like Riding My Pidgey, who, again, playing absolutely lights out here through the first couple of races. And if he can just round this turn with ease, he is going to get another first place here in this qualifier and break out the Pidgey Shuffle.
I ran out of breath. I'll be honest. I ran out of breath. How'd Jadeda finish? Jadeda currently in 8th place right now. He's got some work to do.
21 points overall, though, on the leaderboard. If he can finish strong, gonna need like one of those top 3, top 4 to really feel good. But with only 3 qualifiers, the score to get in going to be a little bit lower for these semifinals.
Yeah, Jadeda, we were talking to him earlier. Unfortunately, he missed a massage appointment today, and that could lead him to a big L today. He said that could be it. The thumbs might not be loose. I don't know what's going on. I mean,
I'm just imagining it like he has a whole regimen, kind of like Rocky, where he has to get in the rice and like, that whole thing that boxers do.
Digging into the rice. Check
Yeah.
out the field we got over here. All the supporters. That means bruh must be somewhere around here. Is he? There he is.
Yeah,
there
Bruh's
he
right
is.
up on stage.
Free Dizzle, easily one of the most supportive members out here as a randomizer is up. The randomizer is moving. Free Dizzle gave a thumbs up. You know why? This is about to get Gouda.
Oh, it's going to be a good show.
Dang it. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to Cheeseland, and these puns are going to be cheesier. Get ready.
Oh, I was born for this.
You actually were. Actually were. For those of you that are not familiar with Mr. Tom Viola, this man has puns and puns and puns for days. As we go into Cheeseland, so let's get this thing started. Now we got somebody sandbagging.
That's right, bruh, gonna be sandbagging here big time in this 4th race. Of course, this is a bagger's paradise, as we talked about. And basically, he's gonna try and stock up on these great items here on the back end and pursuit his way up to 1st place. Not actually a cheese, it's a cold cut, but we're going with it.
Oh, you're about to learn some words today, kids.
That's right.
As we jump on over to Bruh, currently in 8th place. He also sandbagging. The key behind sandbagging, basically, you stay in the back of the pack. Because you're in the back of the pack, you do get better items, and then you basically crash the party, come 2nd, possibly even 3rd lap, and create the chaos. Glitch, who's not here tonight, is basically the king of this. Tonight, we're seeing some other newer members try the strategy.
Glitch, of course, 18 championships under his belt, an absurd number. Is it 18 or 19
It might
now?
be 19 now.
It might be 19 now. An absolutely absurd number. He is the undisputed king of the track here. But tonight, someone new is going to get a chance to play on that throne as Jinx is going to be shooting all the way up. Blue shell coming in,
It's
though.
going for
It's
Pidgey.
going for Pidgey. And Pidgey's going to get
Pidgey
hit.
takes it, which means you're putting on your 3rd mask. Ride My Pidgey coming around the corner, currently in 3rd, has that green shell in the back pocket as we go into the 3rd and final lap. Let's jump on over to Disney KP, riding the bullet bill all the way up to 4th place, has a triple mushroom to work with as well. She's got to be careful, though. She has really no defense right now, currently in 4th place. She's got to get a defensive item right here, going through the single item box as we jump on over to Pidgey. 3rd place right now, has a red shell to work with. 2 people in front of him. He's got to be careful here. Riding that edge, you got to run those tight lines. Everybody knows what it's about as you jump on over to Jinx. Jinxie holding 1st place. We are still looking for our first female champion of 2020 and 2021. And the first race, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to the one and only Jinx.
Jinx finishing the 4th qualifier strong. Great play there. And yes, we've added another mask.
We've added a neck mask, it looks like. That's good. That's good because sometimes
there's only so much real estate.
Right.
Unlike emotionally, physically, the head is not that big. There isn't that much to do with it.
Well, at least you won't catch the old neck rona. So that's good. I'm glad you had that. Before we get more to that, let's call out who's going to be in qualifier number 2. If I call your name, you are on deck. You need to head up to the HyperX tunnel immediately. That is Sir 9, Ankles, Nikki Guns, No 823, Jabeezy, Sneaks, Vani, Free Dizzle, Banda, another Untitled, Lotus, and Victors. If we called your name, please head on up to HyperX Hype Tunnel. You are on deck. You are in qualifier number 2.
And please head up there as soon as possible so we can get you guys on down on stage and start racing. And Nor, we have suddenly run into the reverse problem here. Now the mask is riding up. But
How
right
is
now, let's look at some highlights from that first round.
I've never seen a mask ride up on you. As we move on, let's see here. Air Boom crossing the finish line. Look at the camera right there. Let it out, young man. Let it out.
One of the most hyped dudes in the arena at all times. This man has no off switch.
Absolutely not. As you see, the champ last week was performing incredibly well. Nothing has changed this week. Bam, throwing up the Sports Joey for finals. Hashtag tonight is a very good chance we might see that again, going back to back. Jumps on over to the patented Pidgey Shuffle. Maybe we'll see a new dance next week. I don't know. As we jump on over, we're taking a look at Ultimate. A nice little green shell snipe right there. But Jinx was the one who was on top of the podium at the end of the day.
Just all around great qualifiers, and you saw a little bit of it all. Air Boom, one of the guys looking for his first SNS victory. He grabs a first place victory. Jinx, one of those competitors who's always right up there but hasn't quite cracked over that hump, getting another first place. And then, of course, riding my Pidgey, grabbing not one, but two.
I like the chances of us possibly having a new champ tonight. We will see. Also, do remember, if you're in the top 22, you're going to the semifinals. After that, the top 12 highest scorers are going to the second chance battle. So please do not leave until we call out those second chance battle names. Chances are your name is going to be on there, and you will have a chance to get back into the fight.
That's right, but right now, let's take it over onto center stage where we have our boy Ultimate here. How are you doing tonight?
Pretty good.
Ultimate, what's going on, man? How you feeling?
Pretty good. This is my first time doing a Mario Kart tournament, and well, I usually do like Smash Bros tournaments, so I wasn't very nervous doing this one. I'm having a lot of fun right now.
Go ahead.
How are you feeling after the first round of races? Your first time out here, used to Smash, but what's it like in the Mario Kart game right now?
Can you repeat that?
How are you feeling after your first round in Mario Kart?
Pretty good. I had a lot of fun.
You had a lot of fun. Now, talk to me about the competition. There's obviously some very, very good racers here. Was it what you expected, or was it even harder?
It's a little bit harder than I thought. I mean, from a casual standpoint, there's obviously, when you go into competitive, a whole other level of competition. So obviously, probably these people have been playing a lot more, and it takes a while to get into this kind of stuff.
Absolutely. I totally agree.
Now, you're normally used to playing in Smash. Do you normally come out here and compete in our Smash tournaments?
I've only been here for about a week. I might do the Smash tournament if I'm able to.
Oh, no way. This is your first week in Vegas?
Yeah.
Congratulations. Where'd you move here from?
It's pretty good. I like the city.
Where did you come from?
Texas.
Texas, what part?
RGV.
Nice. I'm born and raised in Austin. So welcome to a fellow Texan. And I believe you moved at the exact right week, because you missed the avalanche, the snowstorm, the polar vortex. So
the one place colder than here right now.
Yeah, the only place colder than the HyperX Arena is Texas. So welcome to beautiful, sunny, warm Las Vegas. So are we going to be seeing more of you now?
Maybe, yeah.
Hopefully. Well, we hope to see you more, and welcome to Vegas. We're glad you're a new resident. Hopefully we'll see you here more. Last but not least, everybody in that chair has to give a shout out. You can give a shout out to someone who drove you, anybody at home, any of your supporters. You want to give a shout out to anybody?
Hi, Nemo.
All right. Well, Ultimate, we'll let you go. Hopefully we'll see more of you tonight and sooner in the year. All right. Well, we're going to qualifier number 2, man.
Yeah, but first we have a short break to kick it to, brought to you by our friends over at Findlay Volkswagen down at the Valley Auto Mall. Welcome back on into the HyperX Esports Arena in beautiful Las Vegas, Nevada. I'm Tom Viola, joined as always by Nor J. And I say as always, but this is our first time actually casting an event together side by side ever?
I believe so. We've worked together for like almost a year now.
And normally it's Friday Frags, or now as we know it Frags, and you're over on stage hosting while Eric and I are in the caster booth, but tonight, finally splitting the booth together.
Or usually I'm here and you're yelling in my ear. So
also normal. Very
exciting that you are here now. I like what we got going here. It's going to be interesting to see. Also, we might do this thing next week where, whatever happens with the Blue Shell, maybe Tom has to do something else. So if you have any ideas, throw it into the chat.
Yes.
We can I'm trying to think. Maybe we can put like straws in your hair, or you have to put another marshmallow in your mouth and you can't chew them, or
that's not going to show up very well. That's going to be pretty rough. But yeah, hit us up in chat for ideas. We are checking out the chat. We will absolutely be shouting you guys out throughout the course of the night. we want to see it. But right now, let's head on over and check out our standings for the night so far. After round 1, you see Riding My Pidgey there, gonna take the top spot. No surprise, 2 first-place victories, gets him 51 points. Jinx right behind him in second with 42. Immortal Man, didn't get to talk about him much, but here he is with 41 points. They're good enough for third place. And then we see a little bit of a drop-off here. Young the Wizard in fourth, 33 points. Airboom right behind him with 32. Jadaida's gonna get in there with 28 and sixth. Bro with 25. And then Batter Cookie and Ultimate are gonna tie with 18. Ryan CP3 with 14, China with Disney KP, and then Jestero 777 with 12, gonna round it out in 12th place. A solid qualifier number 1.
Was it Jestero? I was saying Jester 0777.
Oh,
it might,
yep,
but it might have been.
No, I think you're right. I'm gonna hit it.
I love the names.
Go with yours.
The names are like license plates.
Yeah.
You'll love to see it. Shout out to Volkswagen. This is going to be the plaque for tonight. Also, this is my hat from Volkswagen. Unfortunately, I'm not giving that away. I just want to make that clear. Shout out to Marcy. Thank you so much, Marcy. But yeah, man, we're getting into to qualifier number 2. Let's take a look at who's on the docket. Now, first up is Sir 9, a veteran, someone we've seen plenty of times. You got Ankles, someone we don't see that much, but has slowly been climbing up the board. Next is Nikki Guns, representing the brand new Vegas team, 86th. Hopefully we'll get to learn a little bit more. We got to talk to Nikki's sister last week, so maybe we'll see a little bit from Nikki today. As we got No823, I don't know anything about that. We got Jabeezy from the, I think it's the House of Riley now. It's
Yes.
100% the House of Riley.
I'm pretty sure it's trademarked.
Yes, and Riley has been outshining his housemates, so until that happens, it's going to stay the House of Riley. The Prodigy, the one and only Sneaks. Next up, Vonnie, there we go. The Vonnie.
You know Vonnie's family's in the building tonight.
Dude, I absolutely love it. They come all the way from California. They represent well. We love to see them. Free Dizzle, one of the men who has quite a few friends in the arena. Always a massive supporter of everybody. We got Bonda from the House of Riley. We got another Untitled, Lotus, and rounded out with Victors. So we'll see who is gonna. I mean, let's take a look in here. I mean, who do you think is gonna? Well, outside of Sneaks and outside of Vonnie, who do you think is gonna perform this one?
So outside of Sneaks and Vonnie.
Outside of Sneaks and Vonnie.
I mean, you gotta give it to Sir 9. He is one of probably the highest Mario Kart IQ players that we have here. He always knows what move to make. He's definitely going to show up. But we're hearing some love out in the stands here for Lotus tonight. We'll see. That's a name that we're not really familiar with too much. Who knows? Lotus could be one of those candidates that surprises us. You know that I'm here for the field.
We're not. I do see 13 over there saying hi to Lotus, so maybe is Lotus your significant other? All right, that's what. And she came last week. She had the Plague Doctor mask as well. So
yes.
and she did say she would be racing this week. So all right, well, let's see it, Lotus. And it'd be very interesting if Lotus actually ends up doing better than 13 tonight. Not sure if that car ride's going to be long on the way home. As we get into it, and we are. Wait, I thought we were going to Sunshine Airport.
No, we are here in Neo Bowser City.
I don't know where I saw Sunshine Airport.
I think you're just thinking back to last qualifier, but right now we're in one of the toughest drifting tracks in the game.
Absolutely, and you see Bonda right there currently in Neo Bowser City. People have always talked about how the rain and the traction is absolutely affected due to the slippery surface, and a lot of people do not like this. However, I do know that Sneaks is very, very good at this track.
Sneaks absolutely loves it. I mean, that's one of the guys that has such great drifting ability. The rain does not stop him here. Manages to keep those tires gripping to the road. And look at him already in first place, but he's got a blue shell coming after him, and this is going to make contact. Nor, we might run out of masks.
We're 100% going to run out of masks, but what we do know is that you are being safe, and that's all that matters. Jumping on over to Sneaks right now, currently in third place, rocking the Army shirt today, as we got Nikki Guns back in 8th place. Nikki said, hey, I'm out here to have a good time, meet some people, just moved here, just started Team 86, so he's not in it to you know, completely win it. Of course, I'm sure he would love to win it, but he said, hey, I'm here to have a good time, as he is right now, currently in 6th place.
Hopefully he doesn't get 86th from the arena.
I see what you did there. Or maybe he's in 86th place.
That would also be bad, but if we have enough players showing up for 86 people, I don't care. I am thrilled that we get that many.
And we'll be here till 2 in the morning.
Yes,
As Vonnie,
no, not
here
another.
comes another. Oh, you got touched. He gets dodged. Wow, the frame was not, he was still recovering from the wipeout, and the blue shell spared him as well as Tom having to put another mask on his face.
Woo! We are safe there, and another Untitled here in second place right now, going to get all the way up to that Tier 3 level boost there on that drift.
And another Untitled currently in second, but there is Sneaks crossing the finish line. He said, you know what, I don't even need to go across the finish line. I'm just going to fly it right off. Rocking the Army shirt today and the patented camo mask that he's always rocking. Good old Sneaks picking up where he left off.
And every week it's the same story with Sneaks. He's going to be one of those top guys. He's going to be one of those guys that you're expecting to be there, not just in the grand finals, but on that podium. Normally, if not in first, tied for first or right behind.
That mask isn't totally on, so yeah.
Again,
so
whole lot of space.
You got to go over your forehead or something. I mean,
eventually, but like I gotta space it out, or else I'm gonna run out of room too quick.
That neck is covered.
It
that
is.
Neck is. I only think we have like 2 more masks. So
yeah, no, this is a problem. I didn't expect it to be this many through only
maybe
2 races of one race of qualifier 2.
That's true. I 100% didn't think it'd be that many either. I thought we'd have some dodging going on. All right, well, let's get back to the racing, ladies and gentlemen. This is race number 2. We are going to Cloud Top Cruise.
There we go. Shout out in the chat, by the way, to Jessica Jones and Jesse Walsh. We appreciate the love.
Jess is always in there, so big shout out to all the support. People always showing up. Who else is in there?
Oh, we got a bunch of people in here. Riley, of course, in here repping his new house that he basically owns. We're going to have to ask Jadeda later on if he signed over the title or not.
I'm definitely saying his name is on the lease now.
Yeah,
definitely
for sure.
On the lease. As we jump on over, and he got Sneaks right now, picking up where he left off in first place, has that green shell as well as a plantain in that back pocket. He's got to be careful, though, as we go into the stormy area of, oh, there goes the lightning of this Cloud Top Cruise course.
Yeah, you got to watch out for that lightning. Not something we see here a lot in Vegas, but definitely plaguing this track is Free Dizzle trying to navigate his way through, and he's timed it out pretty well up to this point. And he's going to hit all the boosts he needed to, but just miss out on the double item box. Still going to get a triple mushroom for his troubles, though. Using them all there. He just misses the shortcut.
You got to aim for the leaves, son. You got to stay on the leaves. That's all right. He'll get right back into it. There's plenty more race. There's 2 more laps to go as we jump on over to another Untitled. Sitting over here in pod number 10, currently in 5th place, rocking a pink Cadillac, too.
Pink Cadillac. Early in the morning.
No one has any idea what they're singing.
This entire generation is not going to get a pick up on a Bruce Springsteen.
Possibly the adults too. I'm not sure. As you see, Vanya. Oh no! And there comes the shock, removing all items from everyone that was. Oh man, Vonnie is just taking some heat right there. But that's all right. He's able to have a little bit of help to get across, and ends up with triple mushroom and triple green.
You know that Vonnie is not someone who's going to be worried about it after. And another miss of the leaf. What is it with this leaf tonight? They're just not hitting it.
You got to stay in the middle of the leaf. But I will tell you right now, it's very easier said than done. It is much easier said than done. It is not easy. As you see, another Untitled right now, currently in 5th place. But his item list has to be careful and is a little old character. So if someone big comes around, you might be paying the price. And there comes another shock.
Sir 9 there, gonna not be the beneficiary of this one. He is going to be slowed down massively, getting hit right as he was launching out of that cannon.
I'm taking a look at the crowd right now. The worrisome faces over here because of all the shocks that are going on. Everybody's losing items left and right, but look who's still holding it down in first place. It's the one and only Sneaks. Fires off a red shell just for, I believe it's called back spamming. I believe that's what the proper term is.
Yeah.
Back spamming. But how do you feel about that?
I'm fine with it. You're in first place. Where else are you going to throw it?
But you could really affect someone's placement.
Yeah, but that's the point. You're not just playing your own race. You have to deal with the fact that other people could come up behind you and overtake you for points. Obviously not really going to be a worry for Sneaks. He's most likely going to qualify, but you never know. Why not? Right now, let's kick it over to our on-deck racers for the next heat as I try to think up more ways to toss than just saying let's kick it over. We're going to have NPC Tenshi, Mama Boom, Sergeant Kazoo, King Cupcake, LVZ Kiro, Karma, Sports Joey, 13, 805, 2 Inches Mo, and Geronimo, all in this next heat. So guys, if you heard your name called, head on up to the HyperX Hype Tunnel right now so that we can get you all ready to go as soon as this one's over.
Absolutely, and looks like the next course is selected. We're going to Some People Love This Place, most people hate this place. It is Rainbow Road.
I mean, it is the plague of the track for every single player in all levels of Mario Kart, isn't it?
I'm never going to get used to the way you say Mario.
No, never.
Mario.
And then the worst part that you'll, of course, inevitably yell at me for is when I say Wario.
Oh, you don't say it like that, do you?
Wario.
What?
How is that?
You don't say Wario?
Look, get over it. I say Mario and Wario.
That makes no sense. Oh, and it's Lotus on screen right now. Currently in 9th place, 10th place. Oh no, Lotus, you gotta stay on. It is not an easy track though to stay on.
No, I mean, that's the reputation of Rainbow Road. Everyone is going to fall off at some point. Even the great racers, you're not going to be able to make it through a perfect lap a lot of the times. And this one, you don't even have to worry about all the laps because it's only section-based.
I see over there is 13 and KP watching Lotus, rooting her on as we jump on over to Free Dizzle, currently in 9th. Oh no, that's Bonda right now in 9th place. Triple Mushroom and Star. If he uses this properly and where, this could really make a difference here.
Could be very big as he's trying to make his way up as we head into the final section right now, and Ankles up in 5th place, but a lot of competition and no defensive items to work with right now. Gonna get hit by that bullet bill and drop all the way down to 9th.
Ankles right now currently in 9th place, has a triple mushroom to work with. Now you see the ghost right in front of him. There's this mushroom slowly circling, doing their own thing. Who could that be? There it is. It is Free Dizzle. Oh no, and there comes a shock. And who doesn't actually get affected by that is that Star right behind him, so he's got to be careful as that Star shows up in that Metal Mario. And who could that might be Kiro, actually.
Kiro normally does rock the Metal Mario, doesn't he?
He usually does.
Hey, you got me saying it now.
Huh?
I said Mario.
You did. You did say Mario. M-A-R-I-O. Mario.
We'll see if it sticks.
We'll see. We'll see. I mean, that's you know what? That's going to be what we're going to try. We're going to try and fix that speech accent you have.
Hey, I've been trying for years. Sometimes it still comes out.
Was there any other words that you say all different?
That's a really good question. I don't know. I think we're gonna have to find that out as we go. I mean, I don't really say, I don't say coffee. I say coffee.
Yeah, we'll find out the hard way on a live broadcast. Yeah. All right, the randomizer is up and going. Who is taking this one home, ladies and gentlemen? It is a nice and tight field right now. Of course, Sneaks is the name to beat. As we are going, it's not the same one, is it? I don't think it is.
It might be. No.
All I know is we're going right back.
Different Rainbow Road. Right. Different Rainbow Road. Right. We are safe here.
Back to back. It's a double rainbow.
Double rainbow all the way. Shout out in the chat, by the way, to a couple other players here. We have the Cruiser family checking in with us.
Shout
and we
out
have Spellbound, who seems to be a real big fan of you, North, saying, I hope he passes out from breathing in his carbon dioxide from all those masks. Definitely talking about you.
Nope, that's definitely you. And if he does pass out, it'll be a sight to see because it will be live.
Yeah.
As we jump on over to Jabeezy right now, rocking triple green shell. Actually, it might have been Jabeezy that crossed that.
I think it was
Jabeezy.
Jabeezy.
It might have been, as he jumps over to 4th place, still has 2 shells and a boomerang in the back pocket. What is your favorite item to work with on this course? Not this course, but this game in general.
Okay, yeah, because this course, I'd say, obviously the easy answer is a bullet bill, but this course in particular, I'd have to go with one of the mushrooms because there are so many different shortcuts that you can use with that on this one, and it can really help cut down your time. Overall favorite item in the game?
What about if these items were real life? Which is the one item you would want?
Oh, triple red shells.
Triple red shells.
I'm on the highway in Las Vegas. I want triple reds around me, for sure.
Just having more people spin out on the 15?
Look, the reality is you have to play as a defensive driver on these highways, man.
Bullet bill
yes.
all day. Jump in, get to work so quick as we jump on over to Sneaks right now. And Lotus is in the bullet bill itself. Come on, Lotus. Let's get you on up there. Has a golden mushroom as well. Hey, if you look at that mini map, there's a blue shell moving. There's a blue shell moving. Is it going after first place?
It is.
Is he going to get it?
Is Vonnie going to do it? No, he's got a horn.
Vonnie saves Tom from another mask. currently in first place. Only has a coin to work with, though. Comes around that final corner. He can see the finish line. And ladies and gentlemen, your champ for the final race is the one and only Vonnie 951. Look at that.
And
Look at
out
that.
comes the
yes.
snare.
Yes.
Struggled a little
it.
bit in the first race, but as
it.
we said, one of the players you never have to worry about. You know he's going to put it together. Maybe needed that first race to warm up, but sure enough, by the end of it, he's grabbing victories.
Absolutely, and good old Vonnie always lives up to the hype and the character. I love how in character he is. He's the best. So, moving on, looks like we're going to be going to qualifier number 3 again. If you see your name on those side monitors, please get to the HyperX Hype Tunnel so we can get the show going and moving. There's some interesting names on that board, as well as Sports Joey, hashtag Sports Joey for finals. Will we be seeing it tonight? As you see, we got Sergeant Kazoo up there. Good old Kiro, 13,805. And look, we got a couple Mo's. We got Geronimo and 2 inches of Mo. It's a lot of Mo.
I'm looking more up at the top of the board, though. We have Air Boom. We've got Mama Boom.
Ooh.
And if I'm not mistaken, this is the first time we've had Mama Boom.
It might actually be. I
Could
don't
it
know.
be?
We'll see. We'll see. Maybe we can get an interview. Speaking of interviews, I know we got one lined up right now. Are we headed over there yet? Looks like we're going to hide over there right after we play these highlights. So let's take a look at highlights of the qualifier number 2.
And it was another great qualifier. As we said, Vonnie taking some heat early, but able to dodge that blue shell there. Kind of fortunately, I think he got dragged by someone else's item, and that's what managed to get him out of the blue shell territory. But it was Sneaks who took race number 1.
And he is an absolute monster when it comes to that course, Neo Bowser City. As you see, everybody slipping and sliding off the leaves. There must be some dew on those leaves because it did not work for most. However, it did work for that guy right there, Sneaks, grabbing to the first place. There was Vonnie right there, saving you from a mask, and then crossing the finish line in first place. Crunch the knuckles.
Toss
there
the
it is.
headset.
Love it. Love it.
And we had a double rainbow in that one.
When we had a double rainbow. For those of you young kids, look it up on YouTube.
By the way,
Double rainbow.
this whole multiple mask thing fully useful because the original mask I had is like all the way down to my chin at this point. That's what happens when I don't have to adjust it. But right now, like you teased, let's head over to center stage because we have one of the members of the 86th crew trying not to get 86th here tonight, Nikki Guns. How are you feeling after the qualifier?
I'm feeling pretty good. Thanks for having me, fellas.
Nikki Guns in the building. Now, we interviewed your sister last week. We talked a little bit about what's on that jersey, but for those that weren't here, talk to us about 86, who you are, where you're from, a little bit about it.
So I'm your best pal, Nikki Guns. I'm an ex-professional Super Smash Brothers player, and I'm the co-owner and founder of 86 Esports. We're a new up-and-coming esports organization. We came up with this idea last May, and we've been incorporated since last November.
Nice, very cool. Now, is there certain games you guys are kind of tending towards? Is it every single game? What are we doing?
We're looking into everything across the board. Any game, any content creation, we will scout it and look into it if it's in the esports and gaming space.
And you guys are obviously brand new, so are you guys looking for new players, or what's the like kind of phase that you guys are in right now?
Yeah, so what I've been telling people is we've kind of built this out in a backwards sort of way, just because it is a COVID world. Normally you'll see esports organizations start small and get the sponsors along the way. We have all of our sponsors in line, so now we just need eyeballs on it, so that's why we're doing the scouting runs and vetting players and things of that nature.
Now, what is it that inspired you to put together an entire esports team?
Well, I had my pro run in Super Smash Bros, like I said. It was one of those things where your best pal, Nikki Guns, didn't want to play Smash Bros for 8 hours anymore. And so it was the sort of deal where, like, I tried to be the quarterback, now I want to be the GM. So.
Okay, now, First off, why is it my best pal, Nikki Guns? Why isn't it just good old Nikki Guns?
Branding.
I'm everybody's best pal, Nikki Guns.
All right, and we have to talk about the name on your shirt. Why is it 86, and how did you get there?
86 is just kind of a play on, getting thrown out of the casinos. If you get 86 from the Luxor, that means you can't come back. It's just a little bit of a joke to us just because everything with us is all inclusive, so we're kind of doing a new spin on an old term.
I like it. Now, if anybody's interested, they want to learn more about your organization, maybe they want to say, hey, come take a look at me. How do they get a hold of you? Where can they find that info?
Yeah. So there's 2 ways to do it, really. Actually, 3 ways. The best way to get information about us is just www.86esports.com. That's where you can see all the sponsors, all of our sponsored guys, and what we're doing there. Obviously, we're on Instagram too. DMs are open. And or you can come and tap me or Papa Guns over there on the shoulder and talk to us, and we got business cards to hang out. So
I love it. Well, shout out to Papa Guns, shout out to Nikki Guns. Last but not least, you got to give a shout out. Who you give a shout out to?
I'm gonna do just a couple shout outs to the 86 Esports team members. So we got twitch.tv/taboox. That's taboo with 2 U's, then an X. We got twitch.tv/DannyBashing, and we got twitch.tv/JackTheFall. All of those 86 boys are doing the darn thing on Twitch and crushing it, so.
I like that, PG. I like that, doing the darn thing. All right, Nikki, I hope you didn't get 86 out of the qualifier, so hopefully we'll see you moving on to the semis. If not, thank you so much, man. Head on over to hang out with Frankie over at the bar. We'll talk more to you soon, and good luck, buddy.
Thank you, guys. I'm going to hit the watering hole over there.
There you go. Let's get back to the action. Oh, and this person looking right over me, over my shoulder with a brand new shaved, slick head is the one and only 805. We'll talk more about him and everybody else after this short commercial break brought to you by the one and only Findlay Volkswagen, now the Valley Auto Mall. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome on back to the HyperX Esports Arena. It is the most electrifying night in sports. It is set there. Thank you. I got one woo. We got a woo.
It was from Geronimo. That's a legit woo.
Was it you? Oh, I appreciate that, buddy. Yes, it is Saturday Night Speedway, ladies and gentlemen. We do have the scores, though, for qualifier number 2, so let's put those up. Make that official. There you are. You have it. It is Sneaks with 57 points in first place. Next up was Vonnie with 47. Another Untitled, making some moves, coming in third with 36. Sir 9, the veteran, with 35. Free Dizzle with 29, and behind him was Ankles with 25. Rounding out that back 6 was Bonda with 24. Jabeezy, 22. No, 823 at 18. Nikki Guns with 16. Victor's with 13. And last but certainly not least, Lotus, we love to have you back. You got 6 points. You need to get more next time. Now she's up here supporting the Plague Doctor himself with might even be another brand new mask. We'll get to that shortly, but that is the qualifier number 2 standings. Now it is time for qualifier number 3.
Numero tres, our third and final qualifier of the night here, and this is another loaded deck.
Let's take a look here. We got Tenchi. We got Mama Boom, Sergeant Kazoo, King Cupcake. I don't know who that is, but I appreciate the name. Kiro, Karma, Sports Joey, 13, 805, 2 Inches Mo, and Geronimo. We are surrounded by Mo over here in the caster's booth.
This has become the House of Mo.
But you know what? We got Mama Boom. I want to know more about that. King Cupcake, I'm wondering if they brought cupcakes or not. And those are basically the two new names that we see in the arena tonight. So it'll be interesting to see how they do fare against the competition. This is not an easy qualifier by any means.
No, not at all. A lot of tough names. But the other question is going to be, what's that magic number going to look like to get into semifinals? The other good thing is you're going to have a shout from Second Chance.
Absolutely, and I think almost everybody might have a shot at second chance. If not, maybe one or two you might be left out. If we do, sorry, head on over to Frankie. He'll get you a water, or you can start a tab. But if not, chances are you will be going to second chance. Now, how that works is after our third qualifier, we will tally all the scores up across the board. The top 22, you're moving on. The next 12 highest scores, you are going to the second chance battle, and there's a very good chance if you race tonight, you will be in those top 12. If you are not here, we will give your spot away, and then you will not have a chance to get back into the semifinals, to get back into the money, and go home with some cash that you can spend on the roulette table. Or go home with it.
Go to the roulette table.
I agree.
If you're of age.
Put it on
I'm a black.
17 or 20. Let's do this.
Oh, there you go.
Let's
there you go.
do
We're rolling.
this. All right. Looks like also, if you are new and you do come up here, please, the course selection has to be random. Do not select a course unless you make it to the grand final. We'll talk about that later, but course selection is random. I'm also talking to a bunch of people who have headphones on and they can't hear me.
Well, they don't really listen to you anyway, so.
That's true. Taking a look around, look at 13's mask. What do you say? What do you think about that?
Oh, you know I'm a huge fan of the Plague Doctor masks. I mean, you got to get creative out here with it. One of my goals before this is all over, I want to buy one of those real Darth Vader helmets and just complete normal
There it
outfit.
is.
Look at that. That
There
is
it
an awesome
look
mask.
At that. I mean, look at that. You just look like a bedazzled goose. Like, just so, so good looking. But I believe, Lotus, did you make that? You didn't? Oh, I thought Lotus made that. Well, you did wear a matching one last week. That seems like it could get in the way of certain things.
I feel like it could, but something tells me that you get used to it when you've had it on your face for long enough. You get used to having a beak.
I do want to go in the casino with him just to see what people look at him. I'm sure he gets a couple looks here and there. Just a couple. Let's take a look here. What else we got? Mama Boom. I want to know who Mama Boom is. Air Boom, if that's related to you, is that Mom? All right. Air Boom has confirmed his mom is playing Mama Boom. What if Mom wins and yells? Oh my gosh, I'd be so happy.
Oh, that'd be fantastic. Does the full controller whip around?
No. Don't lasso your controller. Please keep your controller on the table. Do not act like it's a lasso and let it go.
I want to see if this is where Air Boom gets it from, if she gets just as hype.
Well, that's actually true. So we'll keep an eye on that. Let's get this thing started. Ladies and gentlemen, it is qualifier number 3, and this is our very first race. And on screen right now, let's jump on over to King Cupcake.
King Cupcake going to be here in 5th as the pack starts to separate out a little bit. We have at least 2 racers here sandbagging at the moment, but most of the pack coming to play up front, and King Cupcake just going to miss out there on the pike.
King Cupcake's got to stay in the middle as we got Sports Joey for finals. Hashtag currently in 3rd place right now. Again, too early to call. The pack is nice and tight. Everybody's a little bumping, saying hello, saying goodbye, and no, Sports Joey hits the banana.
Donkey Kong being betrayed by his own banana right now.
That's kind of ironic.
Very ironic.
Oh, shout out to Riley throwing up the double rainbow. He knows.
Riley knows. That's the thing about this community, though, for Smash. We've got so many Smash players coming in tonight that it's got it on my brain. But this Mario Kart community here, this SNS community, everybody likes to support each other and lift each other up. You see it in the chat every night. You see it on their Discord server. You see it all around on their social media. These guys love to lift each other up, make each other better. And right now, the target of all of that has really been Sports Joey. He's the guy that they're all pulling for at the moment.
Absolutely. Sports Joey, though, you got to avoid the banana. Sports Joey's got it in him. We just got to see it happen on screen tonight, and I wouldn't doubt him making it to finals, so hopefully we'll see that as he's got triple mushroom right now. The man we're talking about has double left as well as a fire flower. Here comes the blue shell.
Blue shell's coming in.
Come on, blue shell.
I'm going to bet that's Karma up in front.
And
I think Karma dodged it.
Whatever she did, Karma dodged it, and you dodged Karma, so well done there to Karma. And unfortunately, Karma goes under the old, I believe it's a moray eel, if I'm not correct.
I don't think it's a moray eel. I think it's got its own Nintendo-ified name.
Oh, okay. Well, so it's probably Mario eel.
Hey.
See what I did there?
I see what you did there, but Karma's been playing a lot of defense here from first place, and it's been working out so far.
AUC Sports Joey dropping off a red shell as a present, moving on up, but Karma's in first place. No items, but she doesn't need it because Karma is getting first place, ladies and gentlemen, and Sports Joey getting second.
There you go. Two of the names that we've been expecting to really have a showing here.
All
Karma
right.
and Sports Joey, two of the biggest fan favorites of this heat, taking first and second.
Very, very impressive right there, and looks like 805 coming in expected 9th place. Well done, 805.
Oh. You know, there's always justice for a certain player. 805 has never gotten that justice.
Nope. Although, quite the champ when it comes to second chance.
Quite the champ. That was my all-time favorite moment in SNS history was 805
the bad
with
one.
the premature celebration after 6 laps.
We gotta, if we can bring up that highlight today or at least next week, we're gonna have to replay it. It's going down, and is it on the Instagram? It needs to. It is.
It's gotta be. I have to dig
is.
through the archives to find that one, but that is my favorite moment.
One of the greatest moments where 805 gets up to celebrate, not realizing he has not crossed the
That's
finish
like
line.
spiking the football at the 50-yard line.
Or no, it's even worse. It's when
when they celebrated the one and fumble it.
Or was it the kid from the Giants who ran 80 yards and just tripped on his own shoelaces?
Oh my God!
Absolutely
Daniel Jones
by himself, not a soul around him. That was 805. He saw the end zone, doesn't get to score touchdowns that much, and just whack.
You got too excited for it. He's right here, so this is great because he's taking all this abuse from us and just giving us the death stare.
I love it. Well, 805 is part of the SNS family, so
He
if
is.
you're family, we're gonna go after you a little bit, but hey man, it's all in good fun. We're all supporting here. We're all having a good time, and we're all visiting Frankie from time to time. So.
Yeah.
Looks like we're heading back. We are heading back to the airport, the cleanest airport of all time. Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to Sunshine Airport.
Gonna be a quick layover here, and let's see if Karma can make it a memorable trip.
I love looking on the left and right. Look on the left. You got like the random booths. You got people eating, some people waving to you. You got, I think, a little passport stand back there. They got so many cool little details on all of these tracks as we pick up where we left off. Karma dodging a red shell there. Well done. Not even sure where that red shell went, but still is able to grab an item box.
And you know, that's the thing about these map designs from Nintendo is the attention to detail and the care that gets put into all of them is always so great. Honestly, one of the maps that I missed the most that I was surprised didn't make it into the Retro Cups in this game, Coconut Mall from the original Wii.
Coconut Mall. I mean, maybe they went bankrupt, but that's all right. As you see Sports Joey right there, we're going to jump on over to Sergeant Kazoo. Currently in 5th place, triple banana and a red shell to work with. No one wants to mess with the Sergeant. Slowly moving on up into 6th place. Got Bowser in her sights as well as we go into the second lap.
Not able to get an item there. It wasn't quick enough releasing the triple bananas, but does still have a red shell to work with. 5th place right now, kind of right where you want to be in the middle of that pack. Still very much in with a shout.
Sergeant Kazoo moving on up. As you see, Kiro right now in 2nd place. Kiro, one of those players chasing that first SNS and has become incredibly close in the last few weeks.
Kira, it blows my mind every time we bring up the stat that he hasn't won yet. You think that he is going to be one of those guys that's lifted that plaque, that's gotten to that point, but he could very well get over the hump here tonight.
It could be tonight. Will it be tonight? We will find out as 13, taking a little bit of damage, dropping back to 7th place, has some work to do as we go into the 3rd and final lap.
Sports Joey in 4th right now, though, and there's a blue shell coming in up top. I couldn't quite see what happened there. I was seeing it on the map.
Oh man, you might have escaped that because I did not see it. So I was too busy looking into Geronimo's eyes, waiting for that wink as he's in 1st place. No, he takes the red shell, but is able to grab a double item box. But I think he's pulled the trigger on the way down. I'm not sure.
I think he did that on purpose because he's going to be brought back, not forward. So he's just got a chance to re-roll them and possibly get better items because he's now, of course, no longer in 1st. But Kiro is going to take 1st place, and you know what this means?
Ah, there it is.
And look at that. Look at that.
What is that?
Oh, what?
What is that?
What?
Was that a
Kiro,
diamond?
Was that a massive diamond?
Was that a gemstone?
We'll see if we bring him back up. Did you also notice that fresh cut?
Yeah, I mean, I think he might have had it last week. I'm not sure, but I want to know more about the sparkles.
Yeah.
What is maybe it's one of those gemstones that aligns the chakras, gets out the bad energy.
One of those crystals?
It obviously works.
Yeah.
Whatever it was, it obviously worked. Kiro taking 1st place, ladies and gentlemen. Remember, if you are new, please do select random. And we're looking at Geronimo right here. The entire crew is waiting on him. There you
Hey,
go, Geronimo.
he's texting.
I know. I wonder what he's texting. He's got a screen protector.
One of those privacy protectors we can't see. We're trying to peek over and see, man.
We're trying to see
Come
who
on.
you were mentioning there. Pinterest. I knew it. I knew it. Where are we headed? Are we going there? We are. We are going to Dragon Driftway. I'm a fan of this track.
I'm a big fan. It's one of those fun ones where Nintendo just kind of let the art directors go, just make a track.
Dude, let
just
it
go
out.
give us something.
Have a good time. I mean, look at that. It's a good time. My question is this Yoshi's like one of his home courses or no?
I don't honestly know. I think that this is one of them that they just decided they were going to go with a certain aesthetic and they went with it rather than tying it back to a specific game. But I'm sure the chat is going to inform us if we're wrong there.
I love when the chat does that. Also, the
yeah.
chat, let us know what Yoshi is. Is he a dinosaur? Is he a reptile? Is he a dragon? If someone in the chat could clear that up, that'd be lovely. As we jump on over to the Sports Joey for finals movement right now. Oh no! Speaking of movement, he moved all the way back to 8th place. That's all right there. Grabs double item box, gets him back into it. It is still early in the first lap.
Geronimo going to use that mushroom very well there, and then the red shell going to clean up, and he is not going to want to sandbag this course. He says, let me play from out in front.
And it is 2 inches Mo, not 2 inches Mo, but are the inches enough as he's currently in 5th place in a hoodie as well. Well done there. He knows how cold it is. Firing off the fire flower, causing a little bit of chaos behind him. Said, enjoy this, everybody. And so, send some more. Gets a couple snipes. I think he took out Kiro.
Oh, Kiro getting hit twice there. Absolutely brutal, but still another lap to go. He's going to have plenty of time to make that up. And you know in Mario Kart, you are never out of it until it is over. And here we go. Karma's going to be the one launching off the blue shell this time and going to have the boo as well.
And is it going to make contact? It
Geronimo
does!
gets hit.
Geronimo gets hit, and Tom gets another COVID mask to put on just to increase the safety. As you see, 2 inches Mo making moves all the way up into 2nd place right now. He wants to claim the House of Mo back. Right now, though, it is the House of Riley. Here comes the red shell. He's got to be careful. And we're not going to know what happened there, but we jump on over to 805, currently 9th place, fires off all 3 green shells and drives right off the track.
805 was all over the place there. He might have been with Frankie a little too much before this.
I'm not sure. As you see, Geronimo saying, hey, a little showboating.
Oh!
Slowing down a little bit. Oh, and I'm not sure if you saw. Do it one more time. Oh! We got a double wink, the right and the left. That's not easy to do. Can you do it? Can you go? Give me a left wink. Left wink? Now give me a right wink. All right. That's not, I can't tell you how many people can't do that. You should
Really?
see. You should see. Let me show you. I'll show you exactly what my wife does.
That blows my mind.
Yeah, I told my wife, I'm like, hey, wink with one eye, and she just goes. I'm like, what was that? And then it just gets stuck, and then she has lazy eye the entire time, and you're like, what do you do? I'm kidding. It's just a little party trick, fellas.
I can actually do the whole thing. I can do the nose. I can flare the nostrils. I can wiggle the ears. I can do the eyebrows. I can do all of it.
You were an only child?
No.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, where are we headed next? Looks like we are going to Twisted Mansion, the old haunted house of SNS.
One of my favorite tracks, to be honest.
I actually love the aesthetic. It's cool, man. Although, as a child playing it, I didn't like it because the music was all haunted and whatnot, and the ghost would show up and just ruin your day. But
that's adorable.
In SNS, it's a good time.
I'm just imagining the baby Nor out there being too scared of the haunted house in the Mario Kart game.
I literally was 7 years old, scared of the haunted house, and had a full beard. It was just a weird combination of events.
We are absolutely, by the way, going to have to pull up some old pictures of Nor. I know I've got one absolute gem that you've sent me from the college days. Guys, you would not believe the hair on
Which
this
one?
guy.
Oh, the long one?
Oh,
my
it's fantastic.
Gosh. It is so good, bad.
But right now, speaking of hair, 805 sitting in 9th place, and he's going to drop all the way down to 10th.
Speaking of no hair, basically, as you jump on over to Karma right now in 4th place, has a mushroom and that plantain protection. Taking a shortcut. Nope, that's not the way you want to go.
Yeah, that's straight into a wall. This ain't platform 9 3/4. You're not getting through there.
You got this, though. You got this, Karma. Get on back the course. We got almost a lap and a half to go, and Karma definitely has room to catch back up and grab herself another first place. Kiro, though, hitting the banana peel, said, hey, it was worth it to get that double item box. Gets a fire flower and a red shell, and no one dares goes past him. Just kidding.
He's going to get that ghost that steals away the fire flower, but he is also going to get hit there. And as you just said it, gets passed by a bunch of racers as Sergeant Kazoo, now the one being passed because someone lucked out and had a star through that lightning. Going to be huge for them to move up the pack as Sports Joey sitting in 7th right now, still trying to inch his way up. He's going to have to get every point possible if he wants to secure a place in semis. 2 inches Mo just jetting through the courtyard there. Absolutely no regards to landscaping costs for a mansion that big as he just plows his way through that shortcut across the grass using those mushrooms. But it's Kiro right now in 2nd place. Perfectly times grabbing the double item box. Gonna grab a coin and a red shell.
I want to know where Mama Boom is at right now. Mama Boom going into that final lap of her 4th and final race. There she is, Mama Boo, rocking that 12th place, taking the leisurely route, making friends. She was checking. She was checking if it was sturdy. It is sturdy. Let me check this tree. This tree works as well. All right, let's get back on the cobblestone. Off we go. As you see, first place almost lapping. That's all right. It is Kiro.
He's going to hit it again.
Yeah.
Another one. Let's see it. Whoa.
First place. I'm taking a look. Sports Joey getting 5th right there. Mama Boom taking the leisurely route, but that's all right. Hey, it's a nice mansion. It's a Victorian style home. Wants to check out the furnishings, check out the property.
Enjoy the decor.
Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. Visiting the library, all the players are chatting with each other. Everybody's excited. I think looks like Geronimo did well. All right. Looks like House of Mo might reclaim the name. I'm not sure. 805 had a little bit of work to do, but like we said, second chance. Do not go anywhere. Let's jump on over to these highlights.
And we take a look here from another action-packed and stacked qualifier. It was Karma who grabbed first place in the first race, starting off strong there and really going to be a very, very good round for her in terms of making these semis right out of the gate. But it was Kiro who absolutely dominated here to first place.
Absolutely. There's the celebration dab and the diamond. The diamond we have to know more about, as Geronimo right there, currently in first place, has a little bit of showboating there. But you know what he didn't do in 805? Double wink, pow! There it is. And last but not least, it was the man once again, Kiro, crossing the finish line, and boom! There it is, ladies and gentlemen. The recap of our 3rd and final qualifier. Next up will be second chance battle as well as semifinals. But we are currently calculating those numbers to see who is going to be moving on. But before that, we do have an interview with the most intriguing name, and I'll get the answer to my question. Did he bring cupcakes? Let's head on over to King Cupcake. King Cupcake, how's it going?
I'm doing all right. How about you?
We're doing great. We got some love in the crowd. People are yelling, "Go King Cupcake, King Cupcake." We don't know about you, so one, make sure you hold that mic nice and close to your mouth so we can hear you. Tell us a little bit about yourself, your name, where you're from, and it's a couple facts.
I come from Los Angeles. I came here for my birthday. I'm turning 18, and the name, I was in middle school and I like cupcakes, so I just thought. I'm a king, so King Cupcake, you know?
Ooh, I like that. Self-confidence. The man knows his pastries. And man, happy birthday. So you decided to come out to Vegas to celebrate your 18th. So congratulations. Happy birthday. Who do you have in the crowd? It seems like there's some people up there with you.
I have my brother, Ryan, my friend Nolan, and my mom and dad. Yeah.
Nice. And you guys, so you guys drove all the way out from LA to celebrate your birthday.
Yep, we came out here and we saw this tournament, and I thought I was pretty good at Mario Kart, but then I came out here and got humbled, got like 9th place, but it is what it is.
You know what, though? You might still actually be in it. You might still be going to the second chance battle. If not, I apologize for making that assumption, but I believe you're still in it, so you still got a chance. But yeah, a lot of people come here thinking they're pretty good, but the people here, they take it to an absolutely whole nother level. Talk to me about the competition that you saw tonight.
What was that? Sorry?
Talk to me about the competition level.
I'm a pretty competitive person, but at Mario Kart, I just play it casually. I don't really do anything seriously. I just came out here and wanted to have fun.
So are you a gamer then?
Oh yeah, I'm a gamer, I guess, but I just play it casually. I guess Overwatch is my main game, but I'm not that good at that either. I'm like platinum, maybe mid-plat, so.
There's
yeah.
nothing wrong with playing it casually though, man. That's exactly what it is. It's a game. You're out here to have a good time, enjoy your night. So is this your first time in the arena then?
This is, yeah.
So what do you think about the HyperX Esports Arena?
I mean, it's sick. This place is definitely cool.
It's definitely different. The competition is pretty enormous here, and once COVID is over, you can get to see it at its full potential. There's quite a few people that come through. It's definitely a good time. Last but not least, man, everybody that sits in that seat has to give a shout out to somebody. This will live on the internet forever, so be careful of who you shout out. So who are you gonna give your shout outs to?
I guess I'll shout out my girlfriend. I'm pretty sure she's watching right now on the stream.
Oh, man.
Strong
okay.
endorsement.
Yeah, we can't even edit that. You gotta have a better intro. You can't start with, well, I guess the significant. What's her name? All right, so let's try it out. We're gonna ask you again. All right, here we go. Hey, do you want to give a shout out to anybody, King Cupcake?
I guess my mom. She's pretty cool. Hello, Mom. And my dad too. He's pretty chill.
I'm hoping he's a comedian. King Cupcake, thank you so much for spending our birthday with us. Hopefully when you turn 21, come on back and then we'll escort you out to the roulette table, to the craps table. We'll have a good time with you. Happy 18th birthday, man, and hopefully we'll see more of you.
Thank you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that wraps up qualifier number 3. We do have the standings. Let's take a look at those now.
And we bring him up, and no surprise, in first place with 49 points, going to be Kiro. Geronimo right behind him with 46. Karma tied with Sports Joey for 36 points apiece. That's going to be good enough to get you into semis, I think. 13 with 33 points, 2 inches Mo with 30, rounding out the top 6. Then on the other side, in 7th, Tenshi with 26 points. King Cupcake right there with 25. He said he was impressed by the competition, but he held up pretty well. Sergeant Kazoo with 16. 805 with Lucky 13. And Mama Boom finishing it out with 4. A strong
Mama Boom represent. And now, you know what we got? We got our second chance battle, the battle I've been talking about the entire night. These people have a chance to get back into the mix. You have a chance to get back in the semifinals. Let's go. It's Jabeezy, Batter Cookie, Ultimate, Nono823, Nikki Guns, Sergeant Kazoo, Ryan CP3, Disney KP, Victor's 805, Jester, and Lotus. You 12 need to head on up to the HyperX Hype Tunnel. You are in our second chance battle. You have a chance to get back into this thing. However, if you're not on there, unfortunately, your night is ended. But please hang out, enjoy some food and drinks, and watch the show.
Cheer on all of your friends here. It is going to be a thrilling second chance, an amazing semifinal, and dare I even say a chilling grand final. And we'll have it all right after this quick break.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome on back to Saturday Night Speedway. We just wrapped up our 3 qualifiers. It is time for the second chance battle. What that means is we are looking for one person to actually get that thing going, and that is Victors with a Z. So Victors, if you are in the arena, we are waiting on you to get the second chance battle up and going. Please head on up to the HyperX Hype Tunnel. If not, you will be replaced possibly by a robot. Again, that's Jabeezy, Batter Cookie, Ultimate, No, Nikki Guns, Sergeant Kazoo, Ryan C, P3, Disney KP, Victors, 805, Jester, and Lotus. You are all moving to the second chance battle.
That is right. And how do we do second chance battles here, Nor?
You know what? This is what we're going to do because it's been a thing that everybody kind of yells Baby Park, and I love that the Baby Park is almost the people's race. The people love to see it. So it's 7 laps, 200 cc's, and then they yell Baby Park, all right? So what's gonna happen is we're gonna do in 7 laps, 200 cc's of, okay, all right, that's what
There
we're
we
doing.
go.
All right, ready? So, ask the question again, here we go.
All right, Nor, how is it that we do second chance battle here in the arena?
The way we do second chance battles here, it's gonna be 7 laps, 200 cc's of Baby Park. It is, ladies and gentlemen, it is the people's race. The people are gonna be yelling it from now on, and the more we have, the louder it will get. How many masks do you have on?
I think right now, let's see, we are at 1.
You did not skip 1.
2. I don't think so. 3, 4, and then the 5th. So we're at 5 right
We've
now.
only had 5 blue shells?
4. We've only had 4 because I had the original mask on that we have to have on no matter
that
what.
isn't a tribute to the people dodging the blue shells. However, we need to get a couple more hits because that is a face for radio. We are getting ready for 200 cc's of Baby Park, and I'm trying to figure out what you look like right now. It's one of those alien movies. I can't think about which.
I mean, I couldn't begin to tell you
which one it is because you can't see. Well, at least it does. You know what they say? You can catch it through the eyes. So, hey,
I'm well protected.
Hey, why wear glasses? Why wear glasses? 805. I'm taking a look at right now. He's got his glasses. Now, do you race with the glasses or without? You race with them? You need them. I can tell.
Yeah.
The old little red shell and whatnot. 805, though, has done very well in Baby Park, so he has a very good chance of moving on. I believe, are we still looking for Victors? Did he show up?
I think he might have shown up. I can't really tell you, but I was going to say 805 is my pick to make it out of this second chance battle. This is his track. This is where he comes alive. He can't handle the other races where it's too long. He's old. He gets tired. But 7 laps real quick around the rink, no problem for him.
I mean, I see what you're saying. I know you don't see it, but I definitely see what you're saying. Now, Victors, if you're up here, get on up here. It is 7 laps, 200 cc's of absolute chaos. However, the top 2 places will be moving on to the semifinals. So if you don't get first, don't get down and out. Second is also moving on. Taking a look at who's in this race, Jabeezy has a very good chance of moving on. 805 has been in this situation almost every single week, so he also has quite a bit of experience. And someone who's not usually in this position is Batter Cookie. So to see Batter Cookie here is kind of shocking. Batter Cookie is definitely going to be our hands down top seed, but again, this is Baby Park. It's 7 laps, 12 racers, items doing this, and so
Exactly. This is a course of chaos. That is the point of it. Anyone has a shot here.
I can't. Who am I talking to? What is happening right now? And this is just a taste of what's to come.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen.
Moving on forward. So, like I said, give us those ideas in that chat. Oh, you look like you had facial surgery. That's what it is.
Well, that was what happened last time, of course, all the way back.
I know,
during
but that
the
was
summer.
but that was actually necessary. This is looking like cosmetic. You look like some of the waitresses I know in Las Vegas.
I look like the Weekend as of late with all that stuff that he's had.
That's it. Welcome to the weekend, ladies and gentlemen. We couldn't get the real thing. We got a discounted version. It's gonna still work. What's going on in the chat right now?
Oh, man, they are loving it, and I am loving them right now. Shout out to Roar. Shout out to Asana. What's up? She was saying, who is this guy? But also saying, I like this guy already, so I really appreciate that love, guys. Vonnie worrying about me if I can breathe or not. Trust me, man, I am all good. I am just hyped and excited to be here.
He just has asthma. It's all right. And if he suffocates, it's live TV. It's
Yeah.
excitement.
I'm about the content, man.
Shout out to Jesse, who says it's so much better this way. Thank you. My eyes were burning. Your eyes were burning. We covered the face. Thank goodness. Oh my goodness. Maybe we can get some of these masks on 805's face, and that would also help. Victor's is still. We're still waiting on Victor's. Victor's might be replaced with a bot. Obviously, this is what I talk about every single week, ladies and gentlemen.
Can we bring Frankie in?
Second chance battle. Well, Frankie's got to serve drinks right now, but
Yeah, that's true.
people always leave. And this is your chance to get back in, and poof, you're gone. So, unfortunately, Victor's, hopefully someone who knows you will send you this feed and say, hey, bud, you missed out.
Air Boom saying Mama Boom was robbed. I completely agree. Mama Boom, inches. It was so close.
I mean, right. Yeah, no. Inches. Inches from being lapped. Mama Boom. Mama Boom.
I think we're rolling with 11, unfortunately, and we have to play that dicey roulette game of will it hit the random, and it won't. We're good.
Of course, someone selected random. But luckily, we're going to 200 cc's of Bay Park. A berth into the semifinals and a continuation of this tournament is what's at stake. Frankie is also getting some love in the chat. I like this guy even more now that I can't see his face. Let's go. We got Nicky Guns on screen right now. Is he about to get 86 from this tournament? We're about to find out. Here we go.
And you got to call this one like a horse race, my friend, because it is that fast pace. And Nicky Guns comes out of the gate slow. He's going to be all the way back in 8th place right now, trying to make his way up the track. But it is Battered Cookie, the pink hair himself, in first place after 2 laps here. He is making it around the turn. He is taking that line nice and tight as Trabisi following him. But he gets taken out and drops all the way down to 7th. Now down to 9th is Battered Cookie, still holding it down in first place. It's Battered Cookie by a length. He's got a player coming up behind, but he's still in good shape here. Battered Cookie still taking it out in first place right now. He keeps making it around that turn. He's going to keep going. He's all the way past lap 5 now. Still taking that turn nice, high, and tight in, and just extending that lead out more than 5 lengths out. Oh, he's going to take this one as long as nothing happens, because this is the faster person. There it is. Oh, the banana comes in. Oh, this is going to be a problem, but he manages to stay in first. Has to get that speed back up. They're closing in. There's a blue show coming. He's going to make it across the finish line, and it's Battered Cookie by a nose.
Ladies and gentlemen, Seabiscuit takes it home. And who's second? Who's second? It's somebody from Air Boom's people. Is it Jester? Is that Jester 07?
It's Jester 07.
And
Air Boom is going nuts.
And how do you know him? That's your brother. It's Air Boom's brother.
It's Bro
Let's
Boom.
go. Why is it your name, Bro Boom?
It is Bro Boom.
Wow. You love to see it. Air Boom's brother, Jester, a.k.a. Bro Boom, has made it through. Moving on to semifinals, and Seabiscuit, a.k.a. the one and only Battered Cookie, our top seed, also made it through. The best part was your voice slowly started going back decades into your just 1920s at the end.
I know. I was at that point.
Come on, Sang. So, well done to Battered Cookie, and big well done to Jester 077, a.k.a. Bro Boom, is moving on. We have our semifinals set. The rosters are ready to go.
That's right. Are we ready to take a look at who it is going to be? We are not quite yet, but hey, I'm just hyped to see the fact that the Air Boom family always lives up to the rep.
Oh,
the hype was there. It wasn't
100%.
just Air Boom going off. Jester was already there. He was as pumped. Great to see. I think that hype definitely runs in that family.
I want, and Mama Boom is the one that leads the charge.
Oh, yeah. You can hear her up there.
I just want to see, I want it, like, can you imagine what Christmas is like at that house? Like, if someone gets, like, the right present, what if, like, they get the wrong food order? Can you imagine what that house is like then?
Here's the thing. I don't think that they don't get angry. I don't think it's a wrong food order type family.
There's definitely aggression. There's definitely some I've seen Air Boom lose.
They're
and
nodding their heads,
chairs
so they agree.
fly. Like, can you imagine if they got the wrong? They'd probably tackle the Postmates guy and just take him out in the yard.
All right.
I said go catch up. Anyway, let's take a look at who's going on to the semifinals.
That's right. And coming up now, semifinal number 1, Sneaks, Kiro, Geronimo, Immortal Man, Karma, Sir9, 13, 2 Inches Mo, Jadata, Bruh, King Cupcake, and Batter Cookie all making their way in on semifinal 1. So guys, if you heard your name, head on up to the HyperX Hype Tunnel right now so that we can get set and get rolling for the semifinals.
If you don't get up there, you might be replaced with a bot. Somehow, Tom is still barely covering his nose 9 masks later. Ladies and gentlemen, semifinal number 1 is coming up after a short commercial break brought to you by these people who make absolutely everything possible. Findlay, Volkswagen out the Valley Auto Mall. We will be right back.
What's up, everybody, and welcome back on into Saturday Night Speedway number 91 at the HyperX Esports Arena in Las Vegas, Nevada. I'm Tom, he's Nor, and we are having a good time as we are getting ready for semifinals brought to you by our friends over at Findlay Volkswagen.
The good times are just beginning, ladies and gentlemen. Tom, I mean, people are asking, do you cast horse racing in your off time? I mean, have you head up over to the Derby every now and then, or how does it work?
That's a good question. I think I got to take my talents over to Churchill Downs.
I mean, I don't think they pay as much, but I guess, I mean, horse racing is a very, very cheap sport. Not a lot of money in that sport, but I mean, I'm glad that we have you here as opposed to over calling Seabiscuit and Company's name as we see the players coming down the HyperX Hype Tunnel. Batter Cookie got that new hairdo, man. I think that has something to do with that success he's having of late.
And he's got the matching Kirby, too.
It looks like King Cupcake is also in the semifinals. So King Cupcake didn't think he was going to make it. He did enough to make it. So shout out to King Cupcake. Next time you come, please do bring cupcakes. Next up is Bruh. Bruh, obviously a staple in this arena. We always see him here. Jadata sneaking in, as well as 2 Inches Mo. That's right, sneaking in because we're all shocked. 2 Inches Mo getting through, has a new interesting mask over there. Is that Goofy? I'm going to go with, is that Goofy? Yes!
Yes.
Nailed it. All right. Who
Good
else
eye.
we got? We got 13 in the mix. 13 is going to, I think he's going, no, he's going to the same mask. I like it. And then on the other side, we got vets, man. We got veterans over there.
Yeah. This is a stacked semifinal.
This is not the semifinal you want to be in. I'm sorry, but Sneaks right there. Kiro, Geronimo, Immortal Man, Karma, and Sir Nine on the other side. No words need to be said of those 6 over there. They have been here time and time again. They have all found a good amount of success. However, only, I believe...
Only 6 are going to make it out of this, and there's
Yes.
at least, of the names that we know and of the returning faces here, there's at least 10 people who should get through this semifinal.
How is your nose not covered? That's mind-blowing that,
I know.
that your nose just somehow sneaks out.
It's like Jurassic Park, life finds a way.
Like a pterodactyl. Is
Yeah.
that, like in that way sense? You have to pinch the bridge.
I do. I actually do. Like, that's
the metal piece.
Yeah.
You gotta.
I'm the one person that has to use that.
Welcome to Masks 101 here at Findlay Volkswagen, ladies and gentlemen. Right, we got 12 very exciting racers. How many of these have won an SNS championship? I do see a couple names on there, but the storyline tonight, tomorrow, and this whole month, really, it's been Kiro, it's been the ladies of SNS with Karma and Jinx, and it's been Sports Joey for finals.
And hear me out. There's one more name that you're forgetting in there. Hasn't won yet, but second place last week. Just about there. It's Immortal Man.
Yes, you're absolutely right. Immortal Man always comes through strong. Always, the family is always represented as well. What I'm seeing though, as of recently, is Immortal Man. Every time he won, he would get up. He would, he would.
He's bringing the hype.
Show his right. But then last week he was a little bit more reserved. You could see he knew what was on the line. You could see he was staying focused. What Immortal Man are we going to see tonight? Hopefully he's been practicing because tonight could be the night Immortal Man takes this thing home, and we would love to see it.
I think we're going to see him locked in here. That was the Immortal Man we saw. I think at semifinals we'll see a little more of that, but once he got to the finals there and he knew that he was like, oh, I can win this. That was when the laser beam, he just locked in on focus. We'll see that in grands. Right here, I think we see a little more hype as we're heading on over to F-Zero. And is this Mute City or Big Blue?
This is Big Blue. It is a section-based track. Now, do you know what a section-based track is, Tom?
Believe it or not, I do know the answer to that. This is not a lap-based course where it's an actual circuit. This is 3 independent sections, so we will not be going back here. And nor did you think around 8 months ago when you started doing this, you would ever be the one who could identify this track on site?
To be honest with you, I can't even still name most of the characters. But you know what? I'm just an old man, and some of you call me Boomer, and I just live with it. But no, I did not think 8 months ago I knew what it would be, what dragging somebody was even referring to, what section-based tracks were. And little did I know that I would find out Roy was named after a musician. That's one thing I definitely never thought I would find out. So
Not just any musician, but do you remember who it is?
Orbison?
Yes.
Yes. So it's which no kid knows who Roy Orbison is.
None of them.
So that's always ironic, but I mean, man, the SNS and the HyperX Esports Arena has taught me so much about the esports world, and now I can finally have a conversation with my nephew. So that's pretty cool, man. As we jump on over, we're in the third. Oh, here it comes.
Here it comes.
Did it get anybody? The
Is it
blue
going to
shell.
first place?
It takes
Oh.
him. Sneaks has to take the full brunt of it, which means Tom is putting on another mask, and Sneaks to take a little bit more heat. He might have a caster's curse on him now, as Immortal Man is making the move. Has a red shell to work with, drops it back, and crosses first place. Yeah!
He's repping the Storm Rush Gaming.
SRG in the building. Well done. And Immortal Man is starting off on a real hot start. Where are you going to put that?
I got nothing, man.
Just cover the
real
eyes.
estate. The real estate's done.
No, you got more on your head. There's more space up there.
Yeah.
There you go.
All right.
Yep.
I'm gonna need audio to kill my mic for a second because I can't do this with the headset on.
No, well, I mean, yeah. Let's make you look good. You look like Brendan Fraser in The Mummy. I'm not ever sure if he was ever actually wrapped up or not, but it's an exciting one, folks. We got a good one coming right now. The randomizer is up and running. The question is, what do we add to Tom's repertoire next week? For every blue shell, Tom's gonna be doing something. Could it be push-ups? Could it be lipstick? A glove? We might be able to do a glove. I'm not sure.
I'm thinking for next week. This week is PPE. We've got the masks and all that. Next week, I'm down for the push-ups. I mean, I'm game for whatever the chat
How
wants.
about just plastic bags?
I think that might not be a
Health
great
hazard?
idea.
Health hazard. All right.
Slight health hazard.
You know what? Let's go to race number 2. We're going to the one and only Electrodrome, the nightclub of SNS.
Shout out to Tanjiro saying the only person the virus is afraid of.
The only person the virus is afraid of. Corona saw Tom and turned around.
Riley's heavily invested in my death here as he says shots every blue shell.
Ooh, I like that, Riley. Shots every blue shell on Jadata's tab. I love the sound of it. You might not like the sound of our voice after shots, but hey, let's experience it together. As you see, 13 right now, currently in second place, has that mushroom as well as the bomb in the back pocket, and Sneaks right now, currently in first place. Josh, he is staying warm. He is staying warm with all these masks, and Free Dizzle up and clapping because Bruh is doing some damage. Unfortunately, Bruh is now taking the damage, allowing Karma to jump on over to first place, currently itemless though.
And if Karma manages to get everybody else caught in a battle for second, she's just going to be able to extend that lead even further as we see Immortal Man there who was in second getting taken out and dropping all the way back to 7th as 13 in Cat Peach going to make it all the way up to third place right now.
I like the Cat Peach. I'm wondering, is this a tribute to Lotus? Is this someone else's favorite character? We don't see it that often. As you see, Batter Cookie right now, currently in fourth place, has that mushroom to work with, moving on up, grabs that double item box as well. Nice little drift. Gets another mushroom as well as triple banana to work with.
You know, we actually never see the character that I like to use in Mario Kart, which tells me that I pick an absolutely terrible loadout every week.
And it must be Luigi?
Rosalina.
Yeah. We see her every now and then. What we don't see is an orange Yoshi. And orange Yoshi is the most elite of dragons. You know what? We never even checked the chat to see what Yoshi is. Hey.
I think it was Tanjiro that just said Yoshi's a Yoshi, but I think that Yoshi's technically a dinosaur. By the way, interesting enough you mentioned Luigi. You know whose favorite character Luigi is to play as we found out this week?
Who?
That would be President Joe Biden.
Oh, yeah! We totally did. I totally forgot about that.
Let me tell you, whole level of respect for any grandfather that's not letting his grandkid win. He absolutely murked his grandkid.
Did he? As Luigi.
Yes.
It's a real deep character right there. As you see, Sneaks right now in second place. Unfortunately, does not get first because it is the lady of SNS, Karma, cutting on in and taking first place, ladies and gentlemen.
First place goes to Karma, trying to cement that spot in grand finals, and this could be Karma's night.
It very well could be. I'm trying to find out what Yoshi is in that chat. I mean, he's got to be a dinosaur, right?
I think he's got to be classified as a dinosaur.
What if it comes out he's an iguana? Just such a downfall.
That would be such a plot twist.
No, it would be just, it would be sad. Just a reptile and a tank.
Yeah, but it makes no sense because Yoshi goes around on 2 legs, so he can't be an iguana.
What's a Bowser?
Bowser's...
a hedgehog?
Bowser's a very angry turtle.
It's a very angry turtle. Okay.
Production is confirming Yoshi is a dinosaur.
I like it.
So if you have any problems in the chat, just at Eunice and blame her.
It does say that on Wikipedia, which is editable. So not edible, editable. So we'll get to the bottom of this. I think he might be a baby T-Rex, to be honest with you.
Jester going, is the Mario Brothers Super Show canon?
The what?
I mean, I'd hope he's talking about Super Mario Brothers, the movie.
As we jump on over to Bone Dry Dunes, race number 3 of 6. As you see right there, hashtag mask on, game on. As we jump on over to 13, who has a very elaborate mask on. But the question is his game up?
I think his game is definitely on because he is really going to try and mid-pack this one out. He's in 7th place right now, knows that he needs to make a splash here to climb up the leaderboards. A first place here would be huge for him in the standings, trying to get up to 6th place. But trying to get up into that top 6, I should say, so that he can move on to grand finals as Bruh is here in 4th place, going to grab that item box, gets the boomerang out of it, and he's going to have a chance to use it for this attack. Another single item box coming up. He's going to miss on that second boomerang, though.
Very, very true. If you are racing, oh no, Sneaks takes the bomb right there, but you are racing against the other 12. No one else, just the other 12. And it is the top 6 that move on. So if you can average 6th place or better, you are going to the grand finals. And you know, something that we don't talk about is that they're driving on rib cages right now. They're driving on bones. Whose bones are these? These are massive, and I'm assuming those are rib bones.
I mean, it's looking by the face like this is a massive dry Bowser that they're racing in the remnants of.
I want to see this dude come alive because his little offspring right here, as you see Karma right now, racing as Bowser himself, coming in 6th place, has some work to do. But take a look at that mini map. Look how many Roys we got. We got 3 Roys. We got 3 Luigis.
4 Waluigis.
4 Waluigis. There they
look
are.
at them.
As we jump on over to not one of those, a Wario in the likes of Geronimo, currently in 2nd place, that 3rd and final lap, grabs that double item box. He's trying to track somebody down, but here comes a blue shell.
Oh no, we're out of
masks. Is it going to go after him? It does not. It goes after 2nd place instead. Geronimo's able to escape, has a mushroom and a red shell. Oh, and look at the map. Look at the gap. He is off. He is away. Will he do it? Yes, he will. And he definitely sends off that red shell into the back. There he is, and there it is. There it is. Rocking the Marvel sweatshirt, the Spidey mask.
I love that Spidey mask. Big fan.
At first, I thought it was the Filipino flag, but I was wrong. I was 100% wrong. It's actually a Spidey mask.
By the way, Michael Lalonde in the chat, I apologize if I'm butchering your name, man, but he says Bowser can breathe fire, so obviously a dragon. That's as fair a case as I'm ever going to hear.
Okay, yeah, we'll go with that. We'll go with that.
Does that make all Koopas dragons? I'd argue.
We've opened up a wormhole. This is a very deep conversation.
We're at the point of trying to dissect the etymology or the zoology of the
these
Koopa
kids
kingdom.
wearing? Why are they all wearing sleeping bags?
So those are racing jumpsuits.
Oh, that's what they are.
I mean, that's what I'm going to assume. They're all inside. It looks like racing jumpsuits.
Very smart. It looks a lot warmer than what we're in right now. But speaking of dinosaurs, we're going to another dino track, according to chat. We are going to Yoshi Valley for race number 4 of 6, semifinal number 1.
One of my favorite N64 tracks. Of course, the trick is to always keep left, but some players might want to take a different route, avoid some of that traffic. My favorite detail about this track is, do you remember playing on the N64? This was back when you were really young. We're like talking your mid-30s maybe.
Yep.
And when you were playing in split screen, the names would just be coming across the screen. It wasn't the true mini-map.
Like a ticker tape?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this track wouldn't have that. And I thought that was just part of the mystery of you don't know who's where because it's such a windy track. Turns out it's solely because the game couldn't figure out and calculate who was in which position because the processor in the N64 version was so primitive that it couldn't do all of that, and so they just said, all right, you just can't see the names for this.
You're saying the track design outsmarted the actual computer processing chip. What I do remember vividly is that big old egg would roll back and forth left and right, and then it would pancake you, and it would take forever to pop back up into a 3D Dorito and make some moves. And Karma, as well as everyone else, taking the shock there. Karma back in 5th place right now, has some work to do as someone with a star is coming behind her. She's got to be careful. And no, she gets shielded out of an item box, and Sneaks is having some issues staying on track.
Hey, man, that can be tough. We know that like father, like son, 805 has a lot of those problems, and Sneaks getting the hammer laid down on him right now. He's gone all the way back into 11th place. He's going to get some nice items out of it, but he's going to have to climb back up that ladder quick. He's only got one lap to do so as Bruh sits in second place right now, but he gets hit as well, and a whole bunch of people pass him on the final turn of the lap.
Still lap 2 out of 3, though. As we go into that third and final lap, Sneaks has plenty of time to get back into it as we jump on over to one of our vets, Sir 9, with a mushroom in the left hand. But look who's got triple mushroom. It's Sneaks, and Sneaks already back in 4th place, moving on up the ladder, trying to chase down the one and only Kiro.
And Kiro here in second place right now. And look at that, none other than Geronimo up in first place. He is running away with the last couple of races here in this semifinal.
Geronimo is moving. We always talk about that second place battling going on back there, the battle for silver, and that's what's happening, allowing Geronimo just to coast his way to victory, and bam! There is a
double! The
doubler! Is that because it's back-to-back?
I think it's got to be. You got to keep it going.
He won back-to-back,
boom.
pop, little something for the family. Also, I'm not sure. I mean, I know Geronimo is in active duty, so he might actually not be with us for as long as we want him to. Hopefully, he's staying here. I know they do have to move around a lot, so we have to enjoy and really relish the winks as much as we can. With that being said, let's give a shout out to who is in our second semi-final. That's going to be Ride My Pidgey, Vonnie, Jinx, Another Untitled, Sports Joey, Young the Wizard, Airboom, Free Dizzle, Tenchi, Ankles, Banda, and Jester. Please head on upstairs to the HyperX Hype Tunnel. You are on deck. You are in our next semifinal. I know you want to sit here and wait for another wink from Geronimo. Luckily, there is a monitor in the HyperX Hype Tunnel. You won't miss any of the action. Please get on up there.
Nor I'm not just rubbing my hands together to keep them warm because they are on the verge of getting frostbite.
Yep.
Because we're right under this air conditioning vent. I am licking my chops at that second semifinal lineup because let me tell you, huge chance for Airboom and Sports Joey to make it into the final here.
Well, maybe the hashtags will come true as we jump on over to Kiro right now. And look at what's going on. Just a full-on party. Everybody in the subway having a good time. The cleanest subway in all the land.
This is not the New York subway system, my friend.
No, the New York subway system you can actually smell from here.
Yes.
This is definitely not that.
That's a smell that haunts you. That never truly leaves you.
Nope, sure doesn't. And if you want to know, head on up to New York, kids. As we jump on over to Batter Cookie, currently in third place, has that green shell. He's using it for defense right now. Got to be careful not to know when to use it.
And Kiro going to take out, I believe that might be Karma right in front of him, going to take out her defense. Yes, he does. And then, she gets dragged by one of the Roys. Going to drop all the way down to fourth and then takes a Fire Flower. Doesn't even get the double item box. And so she's just going to start bagging now and grab another double item box on her way back.
We've seen a lot of mid-bagging recently. A lot of players are mid-bagging. Might be a new strategy, I'm not sure, but it is proven successful and it has shown that it works.
I think part of it is just that when you get hit that many times, and then especially when you're right there and just missed the double box, you say, well, I might as well go from further back and just have the items to make a big push in the final lap.
Batter Cookie looking like Katniss, just firing fireballs back and forth. I think he took out 2 people and took out a red shell.
Was that a Hunger Games reference?
That was District 13, buddy. As Sir 9 jumps on board, we're going to come over to Kiro in third place. Has that coin, holding on to it in case the boo shows up. Jumps over to the red shell right now. He's got to be careful. He's in second, third, having a little battle back there.
He's got 2 red shells to work with. Going to use one there, and the boomerang not going to block. But it's Immortal Man who's in first place, coming around the final turn. He's going to try and use that boost to get around the corner on the shortcut. No one's going to catch him, and Immortal Man's getting hyped.
Oh, there he is. There's the Immortal Man we know. The no-item shortcut. He took the risk. It paid off, a first place for Immortal Man.
And he is hyped right now. Just like we said, semifinals for when you bring the noise, and then you quiet down and let the gameplay do the talking in the final.
Love to see it. Love to see it. What do we got going on in the chat? Obviously, Riley very excited about Super Bell Subway. Someone's throwing heart eyes to Geronimo. Is that
Alanya?
All right. Well, shout out to Geronimo. Geronimo is a heartthrob. And he can sing. You remember when...
I remember.
You remember the old Halloween special?
There you go.
I believe that's still online. It was Saturday Fright Speedway.
And he was Powerline.
He was Powerline, and a lot of people had to Google it.
Yep.
Because they're old. Young. Sorry.
Too young. Wow. That's scary that we are at the point where People are too young to remember the Goofy movie.
The Goofy movie, and there's another battle. What was Goofy? Was he a dog?
Yes, Goofy's a dog.
Well, who's Pluto?
Look, that's where it gets dicey. But let me tell you, upset of the century. After watching the Goofy movie, I thought it can't possibly get goofier than this. And then they come out with the extremely goofy movie.
Nope, don't remember that at all. As we jump on over to Tick-Tock Clock, this is our final race of semifinal number 1. And we're going to pick it. Oh, no, bro. You got to avoid the old pendulum. That's all right, though. Bruh's ears are probably ringing, but he's moving on as Sir 9, currently in 4th place, has a red shell to work with. Unfortunately, has to use it for defense. Grabs another couple items. The old veteran, as we jump on over to Sneaks, has a red shell. Taking the shortcut there. Well done by Sneaks, putting on a clinic right now.
Let me tell you, the first time that I saw someone take that shortcut here, I immediately went home and tried to do it. It did not go well.
Nope.
That is a difficult shortcut to take.
That is not easy at all, but Sneaks, one of our most skilled racers here, making it look easy as we jump on over to Geronimo, currently in 4th place, grabs that item box coming around the corner, fires off a mushroom. Geronimo just moving right now, but is in 3rd place, has a little bit of work to do, but should be all right to make it into the final.
I mean, when you have 2 first-place victories under your belt already, and we're here in race 6, no question, you're going to be feeling nice and comfortable. Immortal Man, one of those guys who could really bump up his standing. Let's see. I don't quite know where he is on the bubble, but I can't imagine that he is very far behind. Huge chance to make it to the final. And we have a blue shell coming in. It's going to be Sneaks. Is he going to dodge it? He doesn't dodge it. I'm out of masks.
Nope, I see one more. It's not a regular one. It's a cloth one. You can put that over your entire face. As Sneaks right now, currently in 3rd place, had to drop back because the old blue shell showed up. Immortal Man, though, making moves right now. But there's a bullet bill behind him. He's got to be careful. Currently in 2nd place, has a red shell. We are in the 3rd and final lap, ladies and gentlemen. No, he falls off.
Oh, the heartbreak there, and Geronimo is going to finish with another first. And it looks like he's too distracted right now to give us the wink.
He was talking to his fans.
Yeah.
He had some fans over there, anytime you're doing one of these, just, saying hello to the kids, possibly a Geronimo fan, probably just asking for an autograph. Just another day in Geronimo's life,
Understandable.
Just a superstar like that.
The man's got fans.
You got to put that on. The rule was
I will.
For every blue shell, you have to put a mask that connects.
All right.
You got to put that on.
I guess we got to do it.
So,
I'm going to need some help from production.
Yeah,
the mic.
so go ahead and put that on. I'm not sure how that's going to work, but I do believe you have to wear it for the rest of the show. That concludes semifinal number 1, ladies and gentlemen. Semifinal number 2 is going to consist of Riding My Pidgey, Vonnie, Jinx, another Untitled, Sports Joey, Young the Wizard, Air Boom, Free Dizzle, Tenshi, Ankles, Banda, and Jester, a.k.a. Bro Boom. We got 2 booms. It's a boom-boom semifinal, you could say. And now you look like you are in a 80s cover band.
I am COVID Rambo.
COVID Rambo. I like that.
I like the 80s cover band reference, though. I'm definitely a fan of that. But right now, let's toss it over to some highlights from that round. And we had Sneaks, of course, who was just dominating, but did not finish with a whole lot of first place. And it was Immortal Man taking first place not once, but twice. And that is easily going to put him through to the semifinals.
Immortal Man right there repping that SRG. Sneaks was chasing somebody down, and it was Karma who was able to cut in front and say, hey, let me handle this one. You can have the next one. Karma getting a first place. Sneaks just getting bombarded right here. Took that bomb and allowed Geronimo just absolutely run away with this one. Had a pretty substantial lead. 1 wink, and that's all we got. But that wasn't all, because 13 over here taking damage, getting knocked completely off the track. And it allowed Immortal Man to hop on through that no-item shortcut, getting another first place. There's the emotion. There he's up. He's running. I know Geronimo grabbed himself another first place. We got that double wink. And here we are. We'll have those standings shortly. The top 6 again will be moving on.
And what an impressive round. I think some of those people, of course, all the first placers are probably going to be finishing high enough. Geronimo, we know, with 3 wins. Immortal Man got 2. Karma picking up 1. And then Sneaks was right there in all those races. What blows my mind to me is the way Geronimo wins races. Every single time this dude wins, it's not close. He's always the one who's just out there and just widening that gap. And I don't know how he's able to do it so well, but each and every single time, he dominates on his way to the win.
Potassium. He takes potassium, and that's obviously his secret. So, with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be back after a short commercial break brought to you by the one and only Findlay Volkswagen, now the Valley Oddball.
And potassium. And welcome back on into the HyperX Esports Arena in Las Vegas, Nevada, as we are getting ready for semifinal number 2 here at Saturday Night Speedway.
I just looked at you on the monitor, and then it all just came to me that that's actually what you look like right now. Ladies and gentlemen, we do have an interview set up with one of our elite racers in the building, the one and only Immortal Man. Let's head on over. Immortal Man, how you feeling, buddy?
Hello, I'm doing good. It's been a while since I've been up here. We've been through, 2 chairs since I've been last up here?
Probably.
I think so.
Probably, yep. That sounds about right. Immortal Man up there, I mean, I love that you've made yourself comfortable.
I was going to say the same thing. I love the whole setup, man. You've just got that stately manner. You're just like, yeah, I'm here.
Dude,
I'm
this
ready.
kid knows. He performs when called upon. Immortal Man, talk to me about that semifinal. How'd you feel about it?
I was having high hopes going into it, and clearly those high hopes paid off as I was able to pull through, getting 2 first places and pulling off 2nd place overall.
Now, Immortal Man, it's been kind of really cool, especially for us over the last 6, 7, 8 months, watching kind of the trajectory that you've taken with these races. You have gotten so much better in such a short amount of time. Now you're here reeling off wins in semifinals. Last week you took 2nd place. Are we going to see more today?
What's up?
Are we going to see more today out of you? Last week was 2nd place. Is it time to go for the win?
Yeah, hopefully tonight I'll be able to take the cake. Tonight there was no glitch, no funny name, no roar, so I feel like I'll have a pretty good chance tonight.
Well, you've always had a chance, even with them here. However, there's still some big names here, right? There's still the Vonnies. There's still Karma and Jinx. There's still Geronimo. There's very good racers, Pidgey, and all that. However, this could be your big night. This could be your first SNS. What would that mean to you if you do win tonight?
It would mean a lot to me after this entire journey that I've had at SNS. It might pay off tonight, and we might have our first SRG win in a hot minute.
I agree. Now, last but not least, what kind of conditioner do you use? Because that hair is luxurious, man. And you brought attention to it. You're stroking your hand through those that mane of yours. I mean, is it Pantene? It looks like Pantene Pro. There it is.
Oh, the
there
flip.
it is. Are you gonna grow it out longer? Are you gonna cut it? What are you gonna do with your hair?
At the start of quarantine, I wanted to do something different because, I knew either this was when quarantine started, it's either going to be, it's just going to be a week thing, or it's going to take insanely long like it has. So I wanted to do something different, which I started with my hair, and it's gotten insanely long.
Now, how have you been doing in terms of doing things differently out on the track? What's the practice regimen been for you?
I'm sorry, could you repeat that?
What's the practice been like for you?
Practicing mainly just being able to play online, and then I would be doing wars with SRG with my team, and we be practicing. We also get time trial assignments every now and then as homework. So
I like it, buddy. Well, it's obviously working. You're in the grand final. I wish you the best of luck. If all goes well, we'll see you in that chair at the end of the night. Last but not least,
sir.
Who do you want to give a shout out to, bud?
Shout out to everyone at Storm Rush Gaming, Charmander, Tone, and even the SRG members that are here tonight, 13 Sports, Joey, and many others. And shout out to everyone at the Pirate Hunters and Hackers. Shout out to my parents. And Everyone else here.
I love it. I love it. Immortal Man, get out of here. We'll see you in the grand final, buddy.
Good
see you
luck.
guys.
I love Immortal Man shout-outs because he's just got the full list and he's always ready to go with it.
And it's also like he plays the political game too. He makes sure that, hey, I'll get a little bit of everybody. So well done there. Let's take a look at the standings from semifinal number 1.
Geronimo going to take first place with 62 points overall, and right behind him is Immortal Man with 57. Sneaks, despite not picking up a lot of number 1 wins, going to take 51 points. That's good enough for third. And Karma, 48 points for fourth place. Kiro going to tie with... Oh, we have a three-way tie for fifth and sixth between Kiro, Sir9, and Batter Cookie with 47 points apiece.
Which means we have a 3-way tie, meaning 2 of those will be able to move on. 1 will be ending their night, along with 13, Jadeda, 2 Inches Mo, Bruh, and King Cupcake. Unfortunately, their night is over, but you are more than welcome to head on over to Frankie, say hello, start a tab, possibly grab some food. But for Kiro, Sir9, and Batter Cookie, there is a grand final berth on the line. We haven't had a 3-way tie in the semifinals in a very long time.
We've had a 2-way tie, but we have not had a 3-way tie at this juncture in a very long time. You're right. I'm struggling to remember the last one that we've had. And wow, Kiro, Sir9, and Batter Cookie, those are 3 solid racers right there. That is going to be a fun tiebreaker.
Those are 3 names I did not expect to see. However, we did see them, so that's all right. Semifinal number 2, though, is up and moving right now. Take a look at who we have in semifinal number 2.
That's right. As we get across the roulette wheel here, just waiting for it all to fill out, and now we're going to see where we're going before we quite get to all of the racers that we have in this semifinal. And it's ticking down now, and we are going to be going to Super Bell Subway.
We're going to headed back to the subway. We're going to catch the L train. Who's going to catch the L train on out of here, though? If you're in that bottom 6, if you're in that top 6, you will be able to move on. Again, you're just racing against the other 12 players. Get to the top 6, you will move on to the grand finals.
Michael Lalonde in the chat going, one of my favorite tracks has to be Wario's Gold Mine. He likes the sudden drops. That's the reason it is one of my least favorite tracks. I do not like them. I always hate not being able to see over them. I always manage to catch a banana peel there. But right now, we're in the Super Bell Subway, and we're starting out looking at Sports Joey. No question, the people's choice to make it to the finals here tonight. Semifinal number 2 kicks off with him in 6th place, right here in the middle of the pack, in the thick of things, trying to make his way around the subway, and all of a sudden he drops all the way down to 10th. But you're still plenty early here as another Untitled is making his way up to 3rd, trying to battle out for those podium positions. Right in front of him, someone has a horn, and Vonnie is going to get taken out from 1st place by a red shell. And he's going to send that green shell back, trying not to use the no-item shortcut there. And a green shell's going to snipe him right out of the turn, dropping him all the way down to 7th place as he finishes out that first lap. On to lap 2 here, and Jinx is all the way up in 4th place right now.
And you see right now, Jinx holding on. Currently, itemless, though. She's got to be careful. Grabs 1. It's going to be a mushroom. No defense, although you can use the mushroom for defense if you know how to use it. And there comes a shock into play.
Air Boom going to get taken a big damage from it. He could have hit that subway and possibly avoided it, but how are you supposed to know when that's coming? Right now, he's in 3rd place, though, and has to be feeling really good about his positioning in this first race. But Vonnie's going to use that mushroom to his advantage and then absolutely snipes a player with that horn before getting taken out himself by a green shell.
Currently in 3rd, dropping back to 4th. He's having a nice little battle there. That's all right, though, as we go into that 3rd and final lap. We're just getting started, though, as Young the Wizard rocking that Angry Birds beanie. It obviously is bringing him luck. Currently in 5th place. Has some work to do as we jump on over to another Untitled in 2nd place right now. And look at that mini map right now. You can see how tight it is. It's really anybody's match. The 3rd and final lap. There's only one more turn left.
That's right. It's coming down to it right here. Air Boom was in 1st place, but he gets just barely edged out, and that's going to be Jinx taking the first race there, using that shortcut to her advantage, and just barely edging out Air Boom for that number 1.
Well done by Jinx right there. Impressive race by Air Boom as well, though. A 2nd place. Jinx always throwing up the hand heart. It's all love from Jinx. We love to see it. Again, we're still looking for that first female champion. Air Boom is trying to take down his first SNS Grand Final as well. let's take a look at where we're headed next. The randomizer is about to be up and moving, and it is up and going.
By the way, in the chat right now, RoarXD pointing out that the Super Bell Subway no-item shortcut at the end there actually slower when you don't have an item when you don't have a mushroom to boost through it.
All right. Well, that's good to know. But it did work out for, I believe it was Immortal Man that was able to make that shortcut and get on through. Finally, we're going to a course we have not seen tonight. We are going to Piranha Plant Slide. And somebody around me has French fries, and they smell delicious.
Wow, yeah, they do smell delicious. I smell that.
The French fries and the pizza rolls here smell so good. Moving on, race number 2 of 6, Piranha Plant Slide.
And we're heading in here and coming out to an early lead right now. In first place is Airboom. He's been playing really well tonight.
I mean, Airboom's got the family support right now. Bro Boom is in the course as well, and Mama Boom is in the house. They are all representing. There you go. You hear Mama Boom in the background supporting her son as Airboom, actually sons, both of them moving on down. Jinx right now currently in second place, though, has a red shell to work with. Jinx was able to steal that first place from Airboom that last race. We'll see how this one rolls out as we jump on over to another Untitled currently in 4th place.
And another Untitled trying to make his way up. And by the way, the chat right now absolutely going off about this Super Bell shortcut. Immortal Man saying the world record for the track uses it on lap 3 for Super Bell Subway. So he says that he's just gotten consistent with the cut, and he's going to keep doing it.
I mean, it might also depend on how much speed and how many coins the racer also has. There's all sorts of variables that come down to it. It comes back to the old, a lot of people just race Mario Kart for casual, have fun. It's a good time. When you break it down, though, in the competitive aspect, the amount of statistics, the analytics, the variables are absolutely astounding.
That's the incredible thing about almost all Nintendo games, but especially Mario Kart and Smash Brothers. These are games where it's easy to pick up, it's simple to learn the mechanics and learn how to play, but then if you really start breaking it down and getting granular, there are these whole systems that you can just work with and manipulate, and that's what brings you to this pro scene that gets ridiculously complicated.
And looks like a blue shell. We have another blue shell hit, and Jinx is going to have to take that. Unfortunately, we have run out of masks, so if you do have a mask, feel free to bring it on by the desk. As long as it's unopened, we'll make sure Tom puts it over his face. As Ride My Pidgey right now in first place has a green shell, coin in the back pocket. Vani, we jump on over, is in second place, has nothing right now, though, so he's got to be careful. Getting blown around by the current right there. Has to stay on track. Grabs that double item box. Shout out to Immortal Man finding us an unopened, clean, disposable mask. That way he can put it on his face.
And riding my Pidgey, gonna take race 2, and there's the Pidgey shuffle.
Oh, did you see what he was doing? He was doing a little bit of this.
Oh, we're getting fancy. We're getting fancy with it.
I see what you did there.
By the way, the chat is absolutely hilarious right now because all of a sudden we got Chris Cunningham, aka Knight, rolling in and saying, "Did someone say analytics?" And right behind him is Roar going, "Oh no, there he is."
Is he about to come through? Numbers, stats, graphs, percentages. Let's do this. I was actually talking to some people from overseas the other day, and they were actually talking about how many stats American sports has. And how we
it's completely nuts.
And how much we love our stats.
There's an entire industry that's literally just based around stats.
I'm not even going to talk about where we're going next because we've been to this place over and over again, and I don't want to go back here.
Oh, God.
Let's just continue our conversation.
This is like some of my greatest nightmares, is being trapped on the subway.
Basically, we are. We're all trapped. Wasn't there a movie where the subway gets flooded or something? Or I think there's a number of movies like that.
The only subway movie that I'm really thinking of, it's not really a subway movie, is The Fugitive. I'm just thinking of that one scene.
I think I'm thinking of the ride at Universal Studios.
I've been to that. I've been on that. The earthquake.
And it earthquakes and it all floods. Some of you know what I'm talking about.
Oh, man, talk about another. I did that ride, did not like it because I lived in the Bay Area, and I was like, I don't want to think about this when I'm on the train.
Well, I can tell you some people might have nightmares of subways tonight because this, I believe, is our 3rd or 4th time on Super Bell Subway. As Bonda on stage right now, currently in 8th place as item list, but he's moving. Bonda got some fans in the building. He's got some support, and that's all that matters right now. Currently in 10th place, has some work to do, and that's how you take the shortcut with the mushroom. That might silence our people in the chat right there. That is the clinic of the shortcut. As you see, another Untitled taking some damage, dropping all the way back down to 10th place.
Immortal Man in the chat saying, go Jinx, as Sports Joey's here in 4th place, and he's had a lot of experience racing this course right now as he hits into the wall there, and that's going to cost him some precious time.
You could be brand new to this thing, but everybody has a lot of experience after today. This is about our 4th or 5th time doing this thing. Here comes a blue shell! Woo! We got ourselves another blue shell hit. Unfortunately, Jinx got hit by the blue shell, but again, the rule stands. If anybody has a mask lying around and it is
oh my God,
sanitized and open, yes! Immortal Man coming through again with another disposable mask that Tom has put on his face. I promise you, Tom, next week we won't do masks, but we are doing it this week. As Vonnie moving on up to 2nd place right now, has that mushroom to work with, hits that double item box right there. Moving on, Don has a banana shell. Sorry, banana shell. Is that a thing now?
Banana shell.
I swear I haven't.
Is that like the banana phone?
I haven't visited Frankie, I swear. Oh, no!
Riding my Pidgey.
Firing off that the sound horn, but he did it a little bit too late, was still getting hit by the item. And look who it is. Who, me?
Jinx.
Who, me? Not me. Yes, you. It is Jinx getting herself another 1st place, and you have to put on another mask.
Hey, man, I'm just here cracking open a cold mask with the boys.
Just that's your 6th one. You got to.
This is way more than 6.
That actually is. How are your ears feeling? There's a lot of tension.
So much pain.
You're gonna take those.
There's so much. I think for grand finals we have to reset.
You're gonna look like Frodo Baggins once this thing is over. 100%. Those ears are gonna be coming all the way around, but your hearing will sound better. Oh, there we go. That's what the people want to see, and it's not you. The randomizer is up and moving. Ladies and gentlemen, where are we headed? Let's see. It's up, it's not. And surprise, surprise, it is not Super Bell Subway, ladies and gentlemen. It is Rainbow Road.
Another one. And this is the Rainbow Road that we saw earlier.
It is.
We've seen 2 of the 3, I believe.
Hey, you know what they say. As long as it's not Super Bell Subway, it's a good day.
Facts.
And let's get this thing up and moving. We are in our 4th race of 6. After this, there's only going to be 2 more, and then we're going to be headed to the grand final.
That's right, 2 more races to go as I'm still trying to adjust all these masks because I sound so muffled at this point. Another Untitled stuck in 12th place right now, but it is very early on and he is going to have plenty of chances to try and make that up. But it's Vonnie right now leading the pack out in front. Free Dizzle behind him in 3rd place, and it looks like Riding My Pidgey stuck in between the 2. Is he going to use the shortcut? Yes, he's going to pop that mushroom that he must have had, and Pidgey's going to vault over that shortcut, taking his way all the way up, possibly into 1st. Ankles right now in 5th place. Excellent use of drafting. We call that the old shake and bake, and that is what's going to get Ankles all the way up to 4th place.
Shake and bake. I believe that's the old Ricky Bobby and Cal Norton Jr.
Mama, I'm going fast.
Sweet, sweet baby Jesus. And moving on, let's see who's Jinx right now, currently in 2nd place, causing some chaos. Has to avoid that. Oh, no! Who was it? It was Sports Joey. Get back up, Joey. You got plenty of time. Take that shortcut. Fire off that mushroom. Still 2 more mushrooms in that back pocket.
Oh, but he gets hit by the bullet.
That's all right, though. You can see how tight that pack is. Everybody is right there in front of him at a hand's length. As you see, Airboom right now in 3rd place with a star.
Airboom must have managed to smuggle that item all the way up, but immediately after it wears off, gets hit. Might have been by that blue shell. I don't have any more masks, and I think Airboom's out too. Or Immortal Man's out too, and that's going to be one that hits Vonnie.
Vonnie taking the blue shell punishment. That's all right,
though. Can he make it, though? Yeah, he's going to finish that one with pace.
There
and
he
look at
is.
him.
There
Cool,
he is.
Calm, collected.
In the Zen mode. In the Zen mode right there. I like that.
Yeah, that's an anime finish right there.
Just one. Speaking of finishing, have you seen the new trailer for Mortal Kombat?
I have.
That looks exciting, man. I know
it does, but it's a video game movie, so I'm going to keep my expectations low.
Well, yeah, the plot's not ever going to make sense, but
No.
I mean, it's still a good...
It looked good.
It's still a good time. I'm taking a look at the chat there. Someone's asking where the fun track's at. And Michael said that Disaster, which was the ride we're talking about at Universal Studios, is now Fast and the Furious supercharged.
I'm loving Immortal Man going, I space out for a second and I hear the caster scream, shake and bake.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yep.
That's what I'm talking about. And if you've actually had a little shake and bake in the oven, that's not too bad either. Are we going to go to a new course?
Yes, we are.
What? We're going to a new course?
The random selection has blessed us.
It's actually blessed riding my Pidgey.
Yes.
Because, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to DK Jungle.
One of my favorite details about this track, not actually made by the Mario Kart development team.
Really?
Yeah, this track was made by Retro Studios, who makes the new Donkey Kong Country games, Donkey Kong Country Returns. Fantastic games if you haven't played them.
All right. I saw a parrot in the jungle, so that's exciting. A little bit of detail up there. Oh, no! Sports Joey taking some heat. That's all right, though. Nice and early. Plenty of time. You see Donkey Kong's little treehouse on that left right there?
Yeah, I did see it.
There's all sorts of cool little secrets on the left and right if you're looking. Obviously, you can't do that when you're racing. You got to stay focused, but... And is that a golden chicken? No, it's a banana. All right. From far away, it looked like a chicken. It is the golden banana. As I said, the key to winning, potassium.
You are right. What a great callback.
We've come to full circle.
We have come
to
full circle.
The old potassium right there, and we'll see if Donkey Kong can do it, but he's got to beat that man right there. Vonnie moving on up. You see how tight that pack is? Because Jinx went from 2nd to 9th in a blink of an eye.
Seriously, look at all of these racers who are stuck back here all tight together, but there is one racer far out in front of the rest, and Young the Wizard trying to reel him in right now as Airboom sitting in 4th place, and he's got to be feeling pretty good because he's been high up in those standings for a lot of these finishes. I'd imagine he's got a quality score, and what a shock. It is Vonnie up in 1st, but he's going to get hit by another blue shell, so I am down 2 right now.
You are down 2. We have to figure out what you're going to do next week. What we're going to, maybe we can get like a donut necklace or something and just add donuts to it, or we got to get creative with it. We'll find something. As Riding My Pidgey right now in 4th place, has that blue shell, gets it. Nope, he still got it. Had a little bit of wipeout. That's all right. Come on, Pidgey. This is your track, son, as you got Jinx right now in 3rd place. Grabs that single item box this time. It's going to be a mushroom, and she is chasing down what looks like to be Young the Wizard right now.
And Young the Wizard having a very nice race, really could use it too to try and inch up in those standings, get into that top 6 and make it out of this semifinal. Free Dizzle here.
I thought Free Dizzle was heading for that banana. He did miss it. He avoided the potassium, as currently in 3rd place is Jinx, but here comes another blue shell. And it's on its way to Vonnie. Unfortunately, it looks like Vonnie's going to have to take it. That's all right.
Is he going to be able to get back up to speed, though? He might lose this one.
He's got to go.
No,
He's got to go. Vonnie getting across, ladies and gentlemen. Well, there it is. There it is. That's some Dr. Evil stuff right there. I like it. I like it. The reason I put my coffee in front of everyone, my tea, is just so you can see this tea bag flying, okay? We're not making up the fact that the AC is blasting
It is
on
right
us.
beneath,
It
right
is
above us.
Frigid, and you can see the tag of my coffee just doing it. Oh, of course, now it stops.
Yeah.
Come on, go again. You can see it moving. It is frigid in here. We still need a name, though. The Ice Castle, the Frostbite Arena. We'll work on it. We'll work on it next week.
We'll workshop it.
The randomizer is up. The randomizer is moving. And are we going to a new course?
We are, and it is one of the fan favorites for a lot of these racers out here because it is Yoshi Circuit. Arguably the most baggable track. This track is so sandbaggable, I can do it.
No, you can't. No, that's not true.
It actually, against these people, no. Against like you, yes.
Yeah, so everybody's got a chance against me. I'm taking a look at what's going on in the
Immortal
chat
Man
right
helping
there.
us out here, the Arctic of esports. I think he's on to something. I don't know if that's going to be the final name, but I think he's on to something.
All right.
The Meat Locker, Ice Outpost.
Ooh, the Meat Locker. Ice Outpost. You got some good ones.
Yeah,
All right.
shout out to Knight for
Keep
those.
them coming. You see Pidgey right there, a little bit frustrated, yelling at his screen for some reason. That's all right. Young and Wizard, though, jumping into 3rd place, has that red shell, using it currently for defense. I mean, that's what basically is that difference between a competitive player and a recreational player. If you had that red shell and you're having some time with the boys, you're just firing them off left and right. Here, you got to know when to use them for defense, when to use them for offense, and how to use every single item and when.
Jester here in 6th place right now gets zapped by the lightning, and of course this is Bro Boom, the brother of Air Boom, and he really wants to make it into that final because that would be ultimate bragging rights getting there over Air Boom, or even just having a better score out of this semifinal. A real sibling rivalry we haven't been able to talk too much about so far, but Air Boom having a very nice semi.
Very nice semi. If Bro Boom does knock him out, it could be a long car ride home for Mama Boom. I'm not sure, but I'm sure Mama Boom lays down the hammer. I'm sure they all get real quiet when Mama Boom says, nope, this is my turn. As you see, Vonnie right now currently in 1st place, has that banana peel to work with, has a sound horn in the back pocket. Many will say the best defensive item in all of SNS, and here comes Blue Shell.
But that Blue Shell's not going to hit Vonnie because I don't think he's in 1st right now. He got edged out. No, he did, in fact, stay in 1st, has the sound horn, and deflects that Blue Shell.
Incredible job right there by Vonnie. Pidgey said, hey, don't forget about me. I'm on my way. He might be late to the party, but he's going to be fashionably late. Not sure what items he has right now, so we jump on over to Free Dizzle, grabs that double item box. Look at the gap between 3rd and 2nd place right now.
Huge battle for 1st, and Vonnie, oh, look at him. Not even touching the controller on his way out. He is just...
Oh, what is this? What was that? The disrespect!
He is out of here. He is done with this semi.
Just throws the jacket. Wow. Look at everybody clapping. Air Boom's clapping. You know why? Because I think Air Boom is moving on. If he's not, he's very excited.
I think so.
Yeah, buddy. Air Boom's moving on. Mama Boom is in the crowd. Bro Boom is clapping.
Things.
It's all love. It's all excitement. Enjoy it, Air Boom. You know what, though? There's nothing better than, like, accomplishing something in front of your mom.
Yes.
Hands down, possibly one of the best feelings. Let's go to the highlights. Let's see how it all unfolded.
So many Blue Shells in that one. I think I'm like 2 masks in debt right now.
You sure are. You sure are, as that was the one and only Jinx right there. Hand heart up, crossing the finish line in 1st. And right behind her was riding my Pidgey, doing the Pidgey shuffle all the way into 1st place. As we jumped on over to this god-awful subway that we've been to so many times. Jinx said, who, me? Did I get that? I sure did. And you saw Vonnie, who started his 3-peat right here. Rainbow Road taking damage, but had enough of lead to cross in 1st place. And there's the Zen, the cool,
Vonnie reactions,
the calm, the collected. I believe this is the 2nd time at DK Jungle. Vonnie again nipping at his heels, but Vonnie did enough. This is me. Let me crunch my knuckle. Oh, I think that was The Rock. Was that The Rock?
I think that was The Rock.
Yeah, I think
You're
that's
right.
what it was. Can you?
He's nodding. He's nodding.
Can
He
you
says it was The Rock.
smell what Vonnie is cooking? I hope it's bacon.
I don't think that anyone's going to be able to beat Vonnie.
Today.
I really don't.
All right, well, I mean, we're going to have an interesting one. We'll take a look at those standings shortly, but I know we do have an interview set up. It's going to be an interesting interview because I don't think we've spoken to this person yet. So we're going to peel back the layers like an onion, as Shrek once said. We're going to jump over to that interview shortly.
But let's remind everybody about the tiebreaker that we have coming up here, because we have a 3-way tie from that 1st semifinal that we got to settle out.
I totally forgot about that.
It's going to be
right.
It's going to be Kiro, Sir 9, and Batter Cookie. So we need them to get up. Do we need them in the hype tunnel, or do we need them all the way on stage?
Just get on stage.
Just get on stage.
It is time to do this. We got to find out a winner. So those 3 get up on stage right now. Let's jump on over to the interview with the one and only Young the Wizard.
The Angry Bird himself.
Young the Wizard, what's going on, man?
It's crazy because I've been here so many times to SNS, and this is my first time making the grand finals. And
is it?
Oh!
Well, round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Congratulations, Young the Wizard. Well, hot damn, bud. You made it through. You are going to the grand final. Talk to me. How does it feel?
It feels crazy because I've been cut short of semifinals and grand finals so many times, and The last item pull that I got was a third place bullet bill in the last race, and that's what put me through.
A third place bullet bill. That'll definitely help you out. Buddy, you've been coming here all this time, and obviously you've been practicing. It sounds like it's paid off, and you are now in the grand final. Is there some sort of relief? Like, what are the emotions right now?
Yeah, I'm super stoked right now, but yeah, it's definitely a relief because I've been trying to make grand finals for like so long, and now I can just like say that I've been there and I can do it.
Been there, done that. You absolutely can do it. Let's talk about what's on your head.
Yeah, so grand finals, I'm gonna try my best. I know I probably won't win, but I'm against a lot of good players, and it's really exciting to be here.
That is what's ahead, absolutely. Now we're talking about what's on your head. Is that giant Angry Bird? Is that a beanie? Is that a good luck charm? What is that?
So I figured every time I wore the Angry Bird, I always made it like I always made it so close, and it's kind of a good luck charm for me, so that's why I wore it tonight.
I like it, bud. I like it. You're rocking the VGK, whatnot, so we'd love to see that. I know that game was delayed, so...
It started like 15 minutes ago.
Did it?
It started
nice.
back up.
It started back up, so hopefully the Knights can come through. Last but not least, man, you got to give a shout-out. Who are you going to show some love to today?
I'm going to shout out my dad, who's up there right now, and I just want to shout out the SNS community and Volkswagen.
I love it. Nice. Volkswagen.
Yes.
Plug. Let's go, buddy.
We love it.
Love to see it. Young the Wizard's been paying attention. All right, buddy. Well, we're going to let you go because you, young man, are in the grand finals. We'll see you soon.
Best of luck, but right now we are going to head to a short break, and when we come back, we have a three-way tie with 2 spots in the grand finals up for grabs. It is going to be maximum lit. Don't go anywhere. Ready for
the
tiebreaker.
Three-way tiebreaker, headed on into the grand finals. The top 2 will be moving on. The third place, unfortunately, your night is over. That tiebreaker is just about to get started.
And we have Batter Cookie, Sir 9, and Kiro as your teabag is just
moving. Just moving. You know what it is? It's time for the horsecaster himself. Onward and upward, here we go.
And we come out of the gates with Kiro taking an early lead, but he's got racers right on his tail as he's going to try and take a quick line around that corner. Not quite as tight as he wanted it to be. It's Batter Cookie coming up in second place. Can he make it around him? Not quite yet, but he's closing that gap ever so quickly. Down to the second lap here. It's Sir 9 headed up the rear, trying to make a move up. He's got 3 mushrooms to do so, and he's going to pass up to second place right now as Kiro still in the lead with Toad, taking that corner nice and tight. Hitting into the wall. He's going to lose a little bit of speed there, but he's still got that coin and a green shell to work with as he's in first place just by a nose, though. Both racers hot on his tail, trying to make it back, but he's all the way into lap 6 right now as a red shell's coming around the corner. Not going to hit into him, though, as the red shell does, in fact, hit Batter Cookie. He's in third place right now. Remember, second goes on, and we're on to the final lap here, and coming around the final turn, it's Kiro by 5 lengths. Battle for second place. Kiro gonna take first, and coming up in second, that looked to me like Sir 9, but I can't be quite sure. No, it was Batter Cookie, and Kiro hits us with the dab.
I believe it was a Sir 9 that got second place there, and Kiro hitting us with the dab. Congratulations, and Kiro earned it. Kiro 100% earned it. He felt the heat. You could feel the release of energy in the dab. Kiro is moving on to our grand final.
And it will be Kiro, and who was it in second place? I couldn't quite tell.
I'm almost positive it was Sir 9.
And that'll be Sir 9. It was Sir 9 who will be moving on as well. Bad luck for Batter Cookie. His night ends there, but a great performance from him.
Great performance. Close. I mean, unfortunately, that's, some way the cookie crumbles. Like, you guys did an incredible job, a 3-way tie. Nothing to be sad about, nothing to complain about. An incredible showing by everyone. Unfortunately, someone's night had to end. And congratulations to Sir Nine and Kiro for moving on to the grand final. But let's see who they'll be joining. The semifinal 2 standings are out. Let's take a look.
And in first place, no surprise there, Vonnie with 76 points, Jinx with 70 in second, Riding My Pidgey with 61 in third, Air Boom makes it to grand finals with 45 points. You can hear the cheers from the crowd. Another Untitled gonna join him. And the last one, Young the Wizard with 38, just missing out a 3-way tie for 7th with 32 points apiece. Unfortunately, no Sports Joey in finals. He comes up just 6 points short, along with Tenchi and Ankles. Banda right behind them with 29, Free Dizzle with 27, and Jester with 7 points, bringing up the rear, last but certainly not least.
A very close semifinal. Unfortunately, we did not get to see Sports Joey for finals, but next week is a brand new week, and we will see that. So let's see who is on grand finals, and if your name is called, you need to head on up to the HyperX Hype Tunnel. That's
Sir Nine,
Hero,
Karma,
Sneaks,
Immortal Man,
Geronimo,
Vonnie,
Jinx,
Riding My Pidgey,
Air Boom,
another Untitled,
and Young the Wizard.
Get on up to that hype tunnel because we are ready for some grand final action.
We're also delusional, so it is.
It's the masks cutting off my.
It's his oxygen. It's my body temperature. It's slowly lowering.
We are in rough shape in the caster booth, but we have been having a great night so far.
We are almost there. We are almost there, ladies and gentlemen. So the grand final is coming up. We'll be back after a short commercial break brought to you by the one, the only Findlay Volkswagen down at the Valley Auto Mall. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome on back to the one and only Saturday Night Speedway. We're coming to you live from the Luxor Hotel and Casino in beautiful, Arctic, chilly, cold Las Vegas, Nevada. We are at the Luxor, but inside here it feels like Texas. We are going, though.
We just want to make you feel at home.
I appreciate that. I really appreciate that. My family, they don't have running water, but that's
no.
But they've been shoveling snow into pots and just boiling it, so they've been making it work. They're survivors. And there's our survivors of the night right there. The 12 finalists moving on to the grand final. You see another Untitled. You see Young the Wizard giving us a flex.
You see Air Boom living up to the name of the hype title, and it is time to bring them on down because we are ready for some grand finals action.
Vonnie going a little left to right, right to left. Geronimo said, I've been here, I've done this. There is the one and only Immortal Man, Sneaks, Karma, Kiro. Who else is back there?
There was someone else behind him creeping in the shadows. I can't quite see who it
there
was.
He
Sir
is.
Nine.
It's Sir Nine coming out of the shadows, and I believe that's a TO behind him. So
this is going to be a fun one. I think the biggest battle for sure is going to be Vonnie and Geronimo and Sneaks at the top. But, oh, man, someone else is easily capable of sliding up into one of those spots, climbing up that leaderboard, and maybe, just maybe, pulling the title out of these heavyweights' hands.
Question is, who does not have a title in this final?
I mean, you're putting me on the spot there. I know for a fact Hero, Immortal Man, Air Boom.
Young the Wizard.
Young the Wizard.
Jinx. I don't believe another Untitled has one either. So it's about...
That would make sense.
It's about half and half. However, I believe a few weeks ago there was only 3 people... Karma. There was only 3 people that had a championship, and those 3 were on the top of the night. At the end of when it was all said and done, they were the top 3. So hopefully tonight will be a little bit different. Maybe we'll see something new. Maybe we'll have some families here to celebrate something. But regardless, getting to the grand final is nothing to bat an eye at. This is an absolute awesome accomplishment. A lot of people cannot do it, have not done it. So again, congratulate everybody. Let's take a look at who's in it a little bit closer. We got number 1, it's Sir Nine.
One of the veterans of the arena. We've talked about him so many times, but it's been a little while since he's won a title.
That's true. It's been a little while since he's been in that championship seat. Someone who hasn't been in that championship seat is the one and only Kiro. He brings energy. He brings flair. He's a fan favorite. He's warming up those hands. And there it is, the diamond.
Ooh.
The diamond. Put it up. It's an infinity stone? I think it's infinity stone.
I'm seeing chat calling it the Chaos Emerald.
Okay, the Chaos Emerald. Is that what we're going with? All right. I like it. So will it be Kiro's night? We'll find out. Next up, we are still looking for our first female champion in a very long time, and Karma is one of our fan favorites, has a very good chance of doing so tonight. Karma currently possibly texting her sister, who's also in this. We'll get to her, but next up is Sneaks, a child who's won only 12 times and is only 12 years old. 13? Is it 13 times now?
I don't know if he was saying yes or if it was 13.
I'm not sure if that's what he was signaling. Next up is Immortal Man.
Immortal Man going for his first title here. He was in second place last week. Can he make it all the way this time? He's just got to find that way to get over that last little hump, and I guarantee you he is locked in and ready for this race.
And next up, we got Geronimo, a.k.a. Powerline.
And he hits us with a wink right before we get started here. Love to see it, and then he's going to throw up the X for you.
I like it. I like it. Geronimo, obviously one of our veterans, has done this thing time and time again. Cool, calm, collected, and can sing. Maybe if he wins this whole thing, we'll get another concert out of him. Next up is Vonnie 951, representing the families come all the way out from Rancho Cucamonga, California, coming all the way up here, supporting the kid. We'll see. I mean, Vonnie is someone who's always on top of his game, never to be counted out. This could be his night. Next up is the other half of the Bohr sisters in Jinx.
Both sisters playing it out in this grand final, and Jinx is ready to be that other competitor to try and bring us our first female champion.
Absolutely. Next up is someone who's been on top of the leaderboard, finally knows what it feels like, and now he's decided to stay up there. It's riding my Pidgey.
He has found a place at the top. He's completed the Pidgeotto evolution with Pidgeot. And he is ready to keep it going here. And he's got all of them, and he is incorporating all the moves into the Pidgey Shuffle.
I like it. I like it. Next up, someone who's possibly kind of quiet, kind of shy, kind of reserved. The one and only Airboom.
Quiet and reserved. 2 words that would never describe this man. He is the one-man hype factory, and he is ready to go here, looking for that first SNS title. And if he gets it, he's right next to us, and I am genuinely worried that he's going to fall over into us in the excitement.
Nope, but that chair is going to come headed towards us if he
for
doesn't do well. So Airboom is in the zone right now. Next up, we got another Untitled. A returning another Untitled. Someone, just another day. It's just another day, another Untitled's life. So we'll see if another Untitled can take this thing down. Maybe they'll change it to another title. Ooh. Maybe. And the person who we just learned a lot about, the person making their grand final debut, Young the Wizard. Rocking the Angry Birds, rocking the Golden Knights. Welcome to the grand finals, young man. Let's get this thing started, ladies and gentlemen.
It is time to get the party started. We are just about ready to race, which means we are headed to the roulette. Of course, here in the grand finals, track selection becomes a thing. If we have a duplicate track selected, so if someone selects, for example, Baby Park here and we race Baby Park, if you select it again and it gets chosen, you'll get a 10-point penalty. But right here, we got random, and we are headed to Dry Desert. Another one of the greatest sandbagging tracks here. And even though we got random to get there, we're still going to a bagger's paradise in the grand finals.
I'm taking a look at Airboom, and his eyes scream joy. He's happy to be here. This is definitely a bagger's paradise. And we've seen it come down to that absolute last frame where all of the sandbaggers all show up at the last point, and it absolutely throws a total wrench in the system. As you see, Ride My Pidgey, look at how many sandbaggers we got here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 sandbaggers right now.
Metal Mario still hasn't made his way over.
Metal Mario's having a good time back there. Another Untitled is having a good time back there, waiting for the good stuff and said, you know what? I think it's time. Let's get this thing on the road. Sneaks, though, front running tonight.
And Sneaks, you can expect this. He likes to play from the front sometimes, just trying to defend from up there, and he's still getting good items here. He's got a red shell, he's got a bomb to work with, and that's gonna be a very, very nice combo if he can make them hit. Right there, we saw Karma in first place, and she was able to use that defense. She had the Christmas combo there.
Unfortunately, she took a lot of damage right there. We weren't able to see it on screen, but she did drop back to 4th or 5th place, allowing Immortal Man to slide on through into first. Has the mushroom to work with, and onward and upward he goes as Young the Wizard currently back in 3rd place. And there comes the shock. Luckily, most of the field was before the item boxes, but those 2 up there were not. Now they got to be careful.
Maybe a little mistimed if you were trying to get most of the pack, but the front-running racers going to be in a lot of trouble there with their defense items wiped out. Geronimo, one of those included, but now he's going to get that double box, and he's going to be right back there at the top of the pack where we expect him to be. But Immortal Man, he was up there in first for a bit. Could this finally be the night? A first-place finish here in the first race would be an absolutely great start. He's in 3rd right now, and he's going to come around and finally pick up a defensive item, and he's going to get a boomerang.
Oh, and he puts it to good use right there as he comes into 2nd place right now. Currently, Itemless, though, has to be careful. Has to be careful of that DK. Make sure he doesn't have anything either.
He's going to hit him with the shake and bake, though. He heard us talking, and he gets around the corner, drafting perfectly there to try and get that speed boost.
That is the old shake and bake. As you see, Geronimo right now in 4th place has work to do. Off comes a blue shell. Who's it going to target? Yes, it does target. Looks like Immortal Man. Immortal Man had to take the full brunt of it, unfortunately, so drops back a little bit. That is, actually, no, it's Sneaks.
Oh, but a red shell is going to hit Geronimo trying to take the shortcut. And Sneaks is going to cross in 1st place. I thought Geronimo was able to cut that corner perfectly, but the red shell denying him the chance at first there, and Sneaks says thank you very much.
That was that was a chaotic ending. A chaotic, you could say, kind of like a horse race. Photo finish right there. A lot of people cutting left and right. We're heading over back to the selection screen. I want to see some Baby Park. You want to see some I mean, Baby Park, it's a nice little mix-up, you know?
200cc, a different animal than the 150cc that you see here in the finals if it gets picked, but certainly a possibility. I'm seeing at least one racer picked it, and we do have 2 randoms to work with, too.
I do see somebody rubbing their hands together. That is Airboom, because he has picked the chaotic course, which is Baby Park. Question is, are we going to get there? Oh, man, we could get there.
Oh, it's close.
We got it! We got it! Ladies and gentlemen,
Airboom playing the agent of chaos.
You know what? We got to let the crowd do it, because it is 7 laps, 150 cc's of... In the second race, we are going to Baby Park in our grand final. Airboom has basically succeeded, and it is time for the horse calls.
And the racers are out of the gate, and Jinx is off to a nice start, going to be all the way up in second place on the Wiggler bike with Waluigi. As Sneaks coming around the corner, gets hit by the red shell, drops all the way back down to 10th place. At the back of the pack, it's Jinx still leading us in the front, ahead by a hair. Jinx with the red shell, gonna fire that back, still has a green shell for defense, coming around the corner just fine, but in a tight one as it's gonna be nose to nose. Someone manages to get up into first place, and that's Sir 9. Sir 9 takes the 4th lap, and he is trying to extend that lead with the green shell, fires it off back, still has a coin, but he's gonna wanna pick up an item to work with here. Red shell comes around, doesn't hit him, and Sir 9 still extending that lead, possibly all the way ahead by a hand right now. Sir 9 with the plantain protection coming around as he finishes up lap 5, still in the lead here. Sir 9 trying to be dominant, but there's another Waluigi right on his tail. He's going to have to play this final 4 turns perfectly here as he comes around for the final lap, and he's coming around to the finish here, the final quarter length of the course. Fires off the plantain back, still has another one in the pocket, comes around the final turn, hits the green shell, and Sir 9 takes first place.
Sir 9 looking around saying, hey, where is everybody? And how about a round of applause for Tom Viola on the horse track right there, ladies and gentlemen. Very well done. I think we're gonna have to start playing with this a lot more, buddy. We're gonna start doing, you know what? I got another one. Next time we see a boomerang, all right? Next time we see a boomerang and it actually connects. For the rest of that race, you have to commentate in Australian accent, all right?
Oh,
for the
boy,
rest
mate.
of that race. And you know what? I'm in that one too. I'll do it with you.
I think that one might have to be yours.
All right, fine. I'll take the boomerang Australian if that happens. We're just gonna add all sorts of little quirks right here.
Geronimo is not happy in the chat. He is saying, good job, clowns, picking Baby Park.
Well,
that's the chaos we want in the final.
That's what it is. I mean, that's the wild card. That's what Mario Kart is, you know? I mean...
But now here's the thing. You have to worry if he's going to go full Adam Sandler here now, because Geronimo is one of those beasts. You don't want to poke the bear, and he could come out now and say, you're going to die, clowns.
I mean, or is he saying that because he didn't do that well in Baby Park? I mean, it could be that. You can't just say that, but I got some hands up over here from Young the Wizard, and that's because we're going to Moo Moo Meadows. Young the Wizard, that was his pick. And
I think there's some agency of chaos going around. This feels like the pros versus the Joes. The guys that have won the grand finals before, they're picking strategic tracks. And then Young the Wizard's out here like Airboom going, no, I'm trying to mess with people here. We're trying to pick the wild cards.
I like it. Young the Wizard said, is there anything with a bovine on there? That's the one I'll take. And bam, we got cows left. We got cows right. Let's see how it rolls out, though. Kira right now currently on screen back in 10th. Vonnie, though, in 4th place, has some work to do.
He's all the way down to 5th after that turn, but still plenty of time for him to make his way up. He's mid-packing right now, though, and just fine doing so. As Jinx is going to draft very, very well there to get all the way up to 2nd. Narrowly misses out on that green shell ricochet.
Young the Wizard's got to be careful right now. Back in 8th place, has some work to do. This is the course that he selected, though, so we'll see if this does come. This is a good idea or not. As you see, Vonnie right now has the red shell back in 11th place. I don't think he's sandbagging, though.
I don't think sandbagging is a very good idea on this course. You only have the 2 item boxes to work with, so you're right. I don't think that's his intention here. Might not be his race right now, but Geronimo's up in 5th place.
Luckily, Geronimo sent that boomerang and it didn't hit anybody, thank goodness. Otherwise, this cast is about to get weird.
Jinx here. Oh, you're right. That would have been very
Yeah,
bad.
that's what I'm saying. The boomerang. Oh no, someone else has a boomerang. Let's not focus on that screen. As we go to Jinx right now, currently in third. Oh no! Why,
no!
Why are they doing
Geronimo,
it? Oh no!
Oh, have fun, Crocodile Dundee. Meanwhile, Geronimo all the way up into third on this third lap, but they're coming around the final turn, and it looks like one racer is going to get there first. Sneaks comes in second. Who is it that took that number 1 spot?
I don't know, but like I said,
Immortal Man!
Immortal Man
won!
taking first place. Well done, Immortal Man.
And we couldn't tell because the pop-off isn't there because he is just here to win right now. This is grand finals, and he's a serious business.
Actually, the whole crowd got lucky because the boomerang actually hit right before I said we will cast the rest of that race, and immediately they crossed the finish line.
There you go.
Thank goodness. So you guys didn't have to listen to me barking in an Australian accent.
Accents are tough to do when you have time to focus on them. Doing it in the middle of a race, good luck.
Oh, let's wing it. Let's wing it. That's what it's all about. It's Mario Kart. Uh-oh. Looks like someone picked, is that Baby Park up there?
It looks like there is a Baby Park up there.
Now, someone did pick that intentionally. So if that does get selected, they will be deducted 10 points. And let's see if it's got a chance.
I don't think it does.
No, it doesn't. It's a little too far.
Okay. Dragon Driftway, one of your favorite courses.
I like Dragon Driftway. My favorite will be the Wild Wild Woods. I mean, the aesthetic. Is it one wild or is it two wild?
It's one wild. You're thinking of Wild Wild West.
The song by Will Smith?
And Drew Hill.
Man, no one knows who Drew Hill is.
No one knows that. That one's out of the archives.
Go home and Google Cisco, kids.
I've seen that man live.
Wonder why his hair was silver. As we are in the 4th of 6 races right now, Young the Wizard rocking the Angry Birds beanie. I wish I had a beanie right now as he's in 9th place. Got some work to do, but it's nice and early as we jump on over to Geronimo, grabbing that double item box, rocking that Wario loadout as he usually does. He's got that banana for little plantain protection, but who doesn't have protection? That's going to be Vonnie, taking a hit, dropping all the way back down to 8th place.
In 5th place right now is Jinx, but moving up and with those triple mushrooms, going to be great for rounding that turn with the item shortcut. And Jinx picks all the way up to 2nd place. One Waluigi to beat.
And Ride My Pidgey right now, currently in 3rd place, has that green shell to work with. He's got some moves to make because I'm taking a look at the standings. He's definitely got, I mean, I said that he was the person to beat, so we'll see how that ends up rolling out. Young the Wizard, though, has a red shell as well as triple mushroom to work with. What's going on in the chat over there?
A couple things. First off, Chaotic knows Wild Wild West, both the song and the movie, and Jester 00007, or single 0777.
That's Bro Boom, Bro Boom.
Bro Boom. Says Dragon Driftway was based on a Mario Party game.
Okay.
All right.
Very interesting. We love the little trivia tidbits you guys throw in there. Keep doing that. As you see, Sneaks right now has a lot of work to do. Currently in 8th place as we go into that 3rd and final lap. Look who's up top, though. It's Immortal Man.
Immortal Man in 2nd place. Oh, this could be very big for him. Not quite going to get there in 1st, though, it looks like right now, because that what? The shell still hits. He might have abandoned the plantain protection too early, and Immortal Man gets the red shell to connect. One more item box. We're almost to the end. There's one hairpin turn to go. Riding My Pidgey is back further, but he's got the boost to get around this turn. It's the final turn. Immortal Man coming up, but Pidgey has the red shell. Doesn't have a chance to use it, and Immortal Man takes another 2nd place.
2nd or 1st place?
1st place!
There you go. Another silver medal. No. Let's take a look at those standings over there. If you could just move that graph on over for me, that spreadsheet. I do believe Immortal Man now understands what is at stake and where he is right now. So Immortal Man definitely is in the mix right now, and he understands that if he keeps this up, Immortal Man could be taking home his first SNS plaque right here, signed by the one and only Mr. Volkswagen himself.
As a great philosopher once said, whoa, we're halfway there.
And who was that?
That would be John Bon Jovi.
John Bon Jovi. Oh, okay. Well, none of the kids know who John Bon Jovi is. However, everybody in the second deck does know.
Yes.
Everybody up there. Yes. I see Alana over there just throwing up some we're halfway there.
Whoa!
All the kids are like, Mom, come on. I'm racing. Oh, you always do the Bon Jovi thing. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. Race 5 of 6. Shocking. We're going to Rainbow Road.
I thought we were only on race 4 of 6. That's why I was saying we were halfway there. But instead, we're all the way on to race 5 already. And you're right, we're going to be here on Rainbow Road once again. Jinx coming out in 4th place right now as the pack tries to separate itself out.
And you see right now, Jinx currently in 3rd place. The pack slowly, everybody's getting into their positions, knowing where they stand. The train comes on by, dropping the gold coins. Again, if you get the more coins you get, the faster you go. Oh, no!
Oh!
Immortal Man's got some time to make up here.
Chaotic pointing out not only is this the worst Rainbow Road, but also all of their parents are Gen Xers. They, of course, know who John Bon Jovi is. As Bonnie's in 4th place right now as he comes around that turn, playing it very nicely, straight into the double item box, manages to avoid the flying chain chomps, and Geronimo gets sent off the course. Oh, twice! He gets hit right on his way back and falls all the way back to last place, so he's going to start sandbagging.
Come on, Geronimo. Get back up, as Immortal Man has to make up some ground if he wants to maintain staying in the race and taking this thing home. No! What? 2 green shells sniping him, coming from the back. He's got to get back. Ride My Pidgey in 2nd place. Oh no, the Boo shows up, takes away his mushroom. Jinx in 1st place, has that red shell for protection, has a coin in the back pocket. It is the first and final. Is she gonna do it? Yes! Jinx is getting her 1st place in the race number 5 of our grand final. The standings, though, are definitely mixed up now.
That's right. That was a race that could toss a lot of things up. With 1 to go, it's all going to come right down to the wire.
That's going to throw a wrench in some people's plans. And all I can say is that 1st and 2nd place, there is a 5-point differential right now. So it is absolutely anybody's match right now.
This could get interesting, folks. 1 race left to go. We're all masked out. We're frozen, and we're here for one final shot at glory. Could we be seeing a new SNS champion?
All I can think of is Bon Jovi now. It's just living on her prayers in my head now. Right.
Go-to karaoke song.
Huh?
Go-to
Really?
karaoke,
No,
for
it's
sure.
not bad. It's 100%.
Great. Gets the crowd involved. Everybody gets into it because that's the trick of karaoke. You want to be singing as little as possible. Let the crowd do the work.
I like that. There you go. Pro tip for life, kids. All right, what do we got on the screen right here? I see Excitebike. We haven't been there at all.
We haven't been to Ribbon Road either, but instead we're getting Grumble Volcano as our final track.
Oh no, is this where my wife lives?
Yes.
This is. All right, well, my wife is going to make an appearance in our final race for the grand final, ladies and
No,
gentlemen.
I am sorry.
Is
I am
she not?
sorry. No.
Oh no. This is where the volcano actually erupts and the course actually slowly breaks down and literally crumbles away as the racers race on by. So let's take a look. It is race 6 of 6. This is going to determine our winner for SNS.
Sneaks in 3rd place right out of the gate and already has a mushroom to work with here as he's going to be stuck in around the mid-pack, but there is plenty of time for this to space itself on out. Meanwhile, Jinx up in 1st place trying to get as much distance as possible early on here. Out of defensive items, though.
Story right now, though, is can Immortal Man secure his first ever SNS victory? He's battling against veterans right now. He's back in 10th place, has a lot of work to do, but like we said, it's still the first lap, plenty of time.
And look at just how many players are all just still congested. No one has been able to get separation here on this first lap. Immortal Man, plenty of time to work with as he tries to bring his way up the pack. And riding my Pidgey down to 10th after taking multiple shells. That's getting carded.
That's getting carded. It's not a caster's curse because we didn't say anything yet. As you see, Karma right now, currently in 4th place, has that banana shell, because I've said that a couple times tonight, as he has a red shell. Jumping over to Jinx in 2nd place, trying to play spoiler, has a red shell. What's going to come up in that back pocket? It's going to be a double red. So we got 2 red shells to work with as she chases down 1st place. Which, since there's so many Waluigis, I'm not sure who that was.
Tell.
But Vonnie right now currently in 5th.
Bonnie hasn't been having his best performance so far in these grand finals, but he's someone you always have to watch out for, and he's always good for a win. As we come on to the third and final lap of SNS number 91, and Sneaks is going to get hit in third place, dropping down to fourth. More players coming up behind him, but Jinx in first place. Could she do enough with back-to-back firsts to make it all the way up the standings? She's got 2 red shells to help her do it. Not going to take any other items. Why bypass any more defensive help when you already have 2 red shells? You're going to be in great position there. And she is going to be carrying them all the way through to the finish here. But the blue shell is coming in. One last blue shell. No. And Geronimo takes first. But Immortal Man took second. And that might just be enough for the Immortal himself.
You see him in the background, Geronimo's thing, and you see Immortal Man jumping up and down. It might be a clue of who took this whole thing down.
I think Immortal Man knows it.
He knows it, but we don't yet. We cannot make it official yet.
We will see.
Once we get the official numbers, we got to make sure that it's all kosher. Everything's good to go. There was no mess ups, no glitches, and we'll see who takes this entire thing home. Will it be someone new? Will it be a return champion?
What an SNS this has been.
Buddy, your first one with me in the casting booth.
It's been fun. I've had a great time.
I can't wait to what we do next week.
I know. Once again, chat, what are we doing? Is it time to take the masks off?
I mean, all right. You know what? I'll let you take them off. I'll let you take them off. We're gonna pass this on over to the lovely T.O. who's gonna head on up there. Shout out to Volkswagen for these cool little tie-dye cups. You love these. Shout out to my Volkswagen hat right there. My poor coffee that's blowing in the wind. And how do your ears feel? Because they're red. They're nice and red. You're just
so many masks. That one's just staying. That one's staying for a little while.
We're just going
right now.
There. Let's take a look at the highlights, ladies and gentlemen, of our grand final.
Wow, this is such a different feeling. I feel like I can breathe again. What a grand final it was. Absolutely incredible to watch, and Sneaks took home first in the first race. A strong start to the campaign for him, but then we went to Baby Park, and Sir Nine took advantage of the chaos to claw his way out and grab himself a nice race win. But it was Immortal Man who was the story of the night, taking first place in Dragon Driftway on the third track, and Geronimo, just bad luck on the Rainbow Road. He got carded multiple times and here dropped all the way down from third to last and said, I guess I'll start bagging.
And Jinx right now was the one that was able to capitalize on that course, ends up getting a first place. As you see right there, though, we jump on over to Jinx again, fighting for first place. Unfortunately, the blue shell spoils it, lets others cross first. You see Immortal Man in shock that he got second place. That blue shell might have been a curse, might have been a blessing. We're not sure. Let's take a look and see how this whole thing is going to end up, man.
And a reminder, check in with Osiris at the desk, but it's Immortal Man who takes first place. 66 points. Immortal Man is your new SNS champion.
Sneaks with second, 57. Sir Nine in third. Ride My Pidgey in fourth. Geronimo in fifth. Jinx with 6. And to round out the other end is Vonnie, Kiro, Young the Wizard, Karma, another Untitled, and Airboom. But ladies and gentlemen, your champion of the night, the first time SNS champion, it is Immortal Man. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get that kid on the mic. He has been here so many times. He has always been here. There he is. Immortal Man, you hear the chants. Buddy, how does it feel?
If you told me when I started a little bit over a year from when I started and I won, I wouldn't believe you.
Buddy, you did it. You are in the champion seat. Last week, you were so close. The hand is shaking.
I'm shaking.
How nervous were you on the final race?
I literally, my heart rate, after race 5 ended, my heart rate went skyrocketing. I was so scared. I felt it beating out of my chest. I was scared for my health for a second. That's how high it went up.
Immortal Man, every time you come here, you always have the support of your family. They're always here with you. They're watching you. What does it mean to win this and have them here to witness that with you?
Oh my gosh, it feels amazing. I just can't believe that I'm here where I am. This is amazing.
Now, last week, second place. What were you thinking about this week? Were you thinking, okay, last week was second, but I'm going to take it next week?
I had a good mindset. Second place, starting out, is really good. And then moving on, actually getting first, that's it's crazy to think about.
You obviously cannot cut the hair now. The hair is good luck. I'm sorry, parents, but you're going to have to deal with it. It's going to be nice, long, and flowing.
You hear that, father?
It's the good luck hair until you lose. Then dad can cut it. That's fine. Buddy, you did it. You're on the champion seat. It's the end of the night. The plaque is in your possession. Make sure you put that somewhere in the house that everybody has to look at it when they walk in.
I will.
Last but not least, man, who do you want to give a shout out to? Who do you want to thank?
Shout outs to everybody at SRG for helping me get where I am. 13, Tone, Nintendork. It's actually Tone and Nintendork's birthday, so happy birthday to them. And shout out to everyone else on SRG. Shout out to everyone on the Pirate Hackers who gave me some tips along the way when I was just starting out competitive. Shout out to the Bohr sisters for being great friends. Shout out to Sneaks. He's actually a really big help from where I am. He's really gotten, we really became friends, and he's helped me out a lot along this journey. I want to give a huge thank you to him. And of course, shout out my parents, my brother. Shout out to all my friends.
I'm so impressed that even after already being up here for an interview, you had a fresh list of shout outs.
And very diplomatic, too.
I love it.
Always diplomatic. Buddy, you did it. You killed it. You're our champ. Congratulations. Enjoy the night. I promise the shaking will go away.
I don't know if it will.
Are you going to are you going to celebrate? How are you going to celebrate? Tell me.
I don't know, honestly. I think I might, just celebrate on Discord and talk with, my friends and stuff like that. Oh my gosh.
Ice cream. Ice cream. Lots of ice cream tonight. Buddy, you did it. Congratulations. You're our champion. Get on out of here. Go celebrate with your family, bud.
Have a good night, everyone.
Ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. A brand new champion to add to the circle of winners. It is Immortal Man. That is all the time we have for you tonight. For Mr. Tom Viola, my name is Newer Jay. Thank you so much for joining us. We will be right here joining you next week for Saturday Night Speedway.